Oh no, you. Oh. Yep. I don't give a shit about what the other dimension that I'm ripping a tiny piece off of is about if it means I can save my crew.
Yo, bad people.
I am. It's your boy. A percentile. The Gentile percentile.
Hey.
That's what they called me in college.
Why would they call you that?
Because they were really mean. Like to point out that
not so bad at nicknames, I think.
Yeah. So we've got a 79.
Let me just finish.
Damn it.
It was just funny. It came after 79.
Spaceception.
Icon has.
Pretty sure that there's no visibility where I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to save your life.
So
Currently.
perception.
Am I? Are we all on the ship now? Yeah, we're in the ship. I'm in the gun.
Quarantined.
Yep, I'm in the gun. Where's my books?
So who all was? Everybody getting all tongue tied. The people that were quarantined. That was Stone, Gus, and Patcher. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I
and
would
Clank.
be probably.
Crank.
I would be like trying to
Crank,
figure out
shit.
what is going on
Shit.
here. If I can figure out what we're infected with, if I can create some sort of counter agent, or I can save our lives, I would, do that.
Oh, there it is.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
I mean,
I want to see if he's alive. What kind of check? That's gonna be a 25.
interesting. When you said life science earlier, because of the situation, I was like, they have a category for life science? And then, yeah, then I got there.
how is my Yosoki friend doing?
Well, I don't feel bad. Look at me. I just do a little jig.
But it's clear to me that you're infected. Come over here and sit down.
All right.
I want to draw blood from these two and see if I can get working on like what this is. And
I don't like needles.
I don't really care about your preferences at the moment. I think that you're infected with something, and I need to know what it is. Well, let's take blood and start trying to figure this out while everybody perceives stuff outside the ship.
By the way, my outside the ship perception check was a 9.
18.
I know that. No, but I mean, I'm in the gunner, and I know that he just became unconscious.
As Stone falls unconscious, I update the captain that Stone is now unconscious, and I've drawn blood and starting to work my magic to see if I can figure out what's going on here.
All right, and
Jesus, Ian.
with hearing that update, all right, everybody. So Gus, make sure everybody's strapped down. We're gonna hit the drift here.
Yes, Captain.
All right, or you might want to hold on to something.
I'll do my best, but I'm not gonna quit working.
Yeah, no, keep everyone alive, please.
Yes, Captain.
Thank you. That's if I'm starting to catch on how to talk to you, that is absolute order protocol number 1 is everybody lives.
Of course, Captain.
All right, thank you, sir. Make it so.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Engage. Such bad news.
I got a 16. Ooh. Ooh.
Is this what happens every time we do this?
Are you seeing this shit? This is crazy.
I've never done this before.
Me neither.
Okay.
Ah. Oh. Interesting. It's better than 2 days. All right.
I want to get on the intercom to like the cargo bay or wherever they're at right now, and
Sick
just
bay.
to them be like, "Oh, you guys are in sick bay." Okay, so like over to sick bay, just be like, you guys want anything in there? Any snacks or anything? Or
This entire area is quarantined. You should not bring us any food until we figure
Don't
out
worry,
how to do
I
it.
got plenty, and I just pull out some crackers.
Okay, glad to hear it. Gus, did you want anything to remove that stick from your ass?
If, I'm not sure there is a stick up my
Wait,
ass.
no.
Oh,
You're.
it's way up there. I see it.
If you could help him with that, you guys are in medical bay. This should work out great.
I'm not touching that thing. That thing's huge.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Look at it. Just look at it.
Let me know if you guys do need anything. Yeah, see if you can help him out with that in any way, shape, or form. Really. See you guys in a few hours. Be well.
Hours.
That was a really good choice to like drop your low end really hard for the intercom. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So while we're in the drift out here, I want to check my my chat. Is it still up? Like, am I still live?
I feel like you'll lose signal during that.
Okay. That makes sense. I figured that would have happened. So I'm just gonna take the little chat camera and kind of put it back in my coat, like my jacket, inside jacket pocket.
Don't our spacesuits kind of count as like biohazard suits at the same time?
I would agree.
That didn't do anything for us.
It's fair. It's fair.
So I would, at this point, Andros is kind of a nervous wreck. First time out, crew is sick with some strange space aids, and number one goal is to get everybody back to the station. So hey, Ori, as soon as we come out of the drift, I need every single communication channel open with the station to try to get clearance, try to get clearance back in here.
On it.
Yeah, I believe in you. We have 7 hours though, so what do you want to do? Also over the intercom, Val, we have 7 hours before we're back to station. What do you want to do? I don't think there's anything to shoot out here. Never been in the drift though, so
Fly faster.
I don't think we can safely.
I don't know.
No.
Val doesn't know how to fucking fly.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the sentiment.
You might have something here. I start making beep boops.
You make a beat boop us faster.
I'm also gonna go scour the fucking cargo hold to see if I can't find any actual biohazard suits.
It's a good plan.
Motherfucker.
I don't want you to go in there. Like he said, like I don't think the spacesuit helped. It's essentially hermetically sealed.
No, cargo hold. Yeah. I rolled a 6. Can I double down for like another hour? Hey, I fucking lost it.
Jumanji.
I found it. I got a 1.
Oh no! Damn.
I got 7 of these. Can I check? Do we have an inventory somewhere? Where is it in my head? Do I have like it in my helmet or something, or do I have to like go in the wall? Because Val has never initiated comms before.
See, I want to like on the comms like just to Val be like, hey, so you're really close with Stone, right?
Yes.
You looking for the suit? That's not you trying to like get to Stone or anything, right? Like it's
No.
okay. Okay, I just want to
No,
understand.
he's not a fucking pussy. He'll be fine.
Okay. Are you just trying to like burn time right now, or?
If I find the suit, I can then lead the emergency services to the med bay without having to worry.
Okay. If you're just looking to burn time later, let me know. I brought something that might come in handy for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get back to you.
All right.
By the way, do you know if we have an inventory of the cargo hold?
Yeah. Actually, man, I'm gonna have to talk to Gus after I went off on him a little bit earlier, but I think he'll have one of those.
Okay.
Okay. And I just want to switch over to Gus real fast. Listen, Gus. I'm sorry. I deal with my stress through aggressive humor.
So there's not a stick up my ass?
No, not as far as I know. I mean, I can put the scanners on it if you want.
I am currently preoccupied with another matter.
Okay.
But if there were a stick indeed up my ass, it would take secondary priority to the matter at hand.
That's fair.
Okay.
Glad we have.
I rolled a 24 on my life science just so we have.
Is this a one-on-one comms or is this everyone's comms?
No, I looped you and I just added him to the call. So you.
It's an 11.
Oh shit.
I'll go silent and I want to treat him.
I was gonna make a joke, but it doesn't feel like the time anymore. Fucking cough. Fuck.
Indeed, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's buffering. Yeah, he might have fallen out somewhere.
Oh no, he's seizing.
He's in the drift. He's gone.
Man, he's really got a focus going on, people.
He's like, carry the what?
That moment where he blows all your mind, he's like, aha, I was joking.
Turns out the stick that was up there was actually the router. If you try to displace it.
Oh, there he goes. Now we're all gonna die because there's no medicine.
There's no medical officer. We're all boned.
Sorry, Stone was seizing. What did
you
you
fools.
say? It's a 19 on the medicine check.
Beep, boop, boop.
Damn.
It's like he was made to do that.
Robot doctors have nerves of steel and know exactly how to fix things.
Literally nerves of steel. Just
Yes.
putting that out there.
Okay, so in my class, I can inject folks with a restorative antidote, essentially. So this isn't necessarily to treat because I don't know what it is. So it's not necessarily to treat, but it is to help him. Like you could think of it as like an antibiotic or a steroid, which will give him. I don't know if you're doing checks for him, but the effect would be +2 enhancement bonus to all skill checks. Correct. And that's hopefully to keep him going until I can do some more analysis or we get to the station.
Fuck.
Captain ETA to the station.
Just a second. Let me run some numbers here. God, this ship's got a fat ass and does not move as fast as I would like. 7 hours and 45 minutes. We have not been in the drift too long. Izzy, like, what's going on back there?
Stone has started showing new symptoms. I want to look over at Patcher.
I have my gun out, pointed at Stone.
And I want to see if he is exhibiting any symptoms.
Holy shit! If he comes back as a zombie, that's like worst case scenario for you.
The little Yosoki ones were bad enough.
I got a robot. I'm fine.
Oh no. The file is too big.
That is a 4. That's a 4 total.
I'm a 5 on my perception.
Oh no. I look totally good.
So can I roll
Everything's
for a new
fine.
crew?
I got
Oh.
I'll pull out another. So, I'm gonna run this by you live, Bruce. But so as
Do
part
it
of my,
alive.
yeah, as part of my biohacker, I store my shots or my syringes in like a part of my arm. So you see a part of my arm like open. I want to pull out another syringe and run over and do the same thing to the Yosoki. So yeah, you have a +2 to all skill checks for not very long, like a minute or something like that.
It's still a 4 total.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna throw this dice away and get a different one.
Microwave it.
Captain, they've started exhibiting new symptoms. They're degenerating quickly. I'm not sure if they're going to make it 7 hours and 45 minutes. I'm going to stop treating their symptoms and start researching an actual cure in hopes of actually making this go away.
Question about the ship, because I'm a great captain and I don't quite understand everything about our ship. I just kind of came straight to the bridge. Gus, do you know if we have any sort of like cryostasis, like long journeys or anything like that?
Yeah.
In this ship that we would be given as new Starfighter
I'm just making
recruits,
sure.
I do not think so.
Do we have like a freezer?
Do we
Can
have
just
a really big freezer?
There is a freezer.
Just jump in space.
It has
Yeah.
you can put a 6-pack of beer in it.
Quick question. You guys are already in spacesuits, correct?
Yeah.
Everyone except me.
And drag them behind the ship.
No, because spacesuits should have essentially their own temperature regulation system. If we can actually lower that temperature, maybe we can slow down their metabolism enough to buy us a
Just
little bit
kill-
extra time.
Just kill us. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not maybe you're the warm-blooded creature, but at least the lizard boy, he might just be good.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite?
Oh no, not Gus. The other two can eat it, but Gus is a precious
Aw.
boy.
No, I don't want anyone to die here.
It's not
Patrick-
a high roll. 9.
God, what is up with these rolls?
Wait, if he goes down, what does that mean for this
Oh
vial?
wait. 11. I don't know if a 10 is a significant number here, but with the +2 that you gave me, I'm at an 11.
This shit's fucking real.
Palpitations.
Right? What?
Okay.
Are you
Tally.
doing death
That's
saves?
that's so ominous.
Ah!
It could be a zombie save. That's
Undeath save.
Okay, I wanna try and shake this off. Would experiencing the symptoms actually give me any new information?
Ha! Diarrhea. Got it.
I figured it out.
We're gonna need toilet paper, 2-ply.
And a bucket.
That.
Okay. I'm gonna I'll go over to whatever lab that I have set up, and I know that our med bay probably isn't the best, but I'm gonna go to whatever lab that I have that's set up with that information, and I'm gonna start working on a cure, I guess. I don't know.
Heart juice.
until I pass out. So, it would be my medical background, and I mean, you know where Gus came from, like you know the.
His mom?
Yeah, I would be trying to figure it out through my scanner. If I could scan now that I have blood samples from 2 actual living creatures instead of like the old blood that was on the ship when we got there, if I could scan that and see if it will identify. Okay. Nice.
Looks to be zombie AIDS, boys.
Goddamn zombie AIDS.
It's 19. Okay, do I think there's any merit to cooling off anyone in a spacesuit per Ori's suggestion? Does Gus think it's a good idea?
I don't know, Gus.
It's all you.
I do think it's a good idea.
I feel like that was him staring in the mirror. Goes, do I think it's a good idea, Gus? Should I do this?
Okay, I lower them as low as I can to where they won't, die from me lowering the temperature.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's in game. That's what your character's doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna ring up Ori and ask if are the spacesuits that we are in connected to your computers at all? Can you monitor our vitals?
Hey, J Bruce. Do we have a Nope. Okay, no. So that's a negative. If do we have any kind of like a tricorder kind of device or anything?
He does.
Who's the he?
Gus is
Okay.
pretty much the only one with a tricorder like thing.
Okay.
What's
Is
a
an
tricorder
actual-
like thing? Is it my
Your
scanner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. fun fact: my scanner is my eyes, so you can't use it.
So we can possibly get access to the data coming from you, but that's pretty much it.
Okay, I'm gonna ring up the captain who's not in his seat. So I'm just
Just
gonna ring up-
real quick, I want to say to you, like, not to be morbid or anything, but in case this doesn't work, you're the only person observing the stuff. If you could keep a running tally of what your thoughts are on this, it's like an audio recording.
Of course, I've opened audio recording the moment we walked in.
Okay.
You'll have access to everything.
All right. Also,
And-
again, I do want to apologize for earlier. I work through stress with cruel humor.
That is very kind of you. It did not hurt my feelings.
Okay.
And your
Hurt
apology
mine.
is accepted.
Thank you.
Frozen.
That being said, that recording is going to be crucial as if I can't find a cure to this thing within the next few hours, I'd imagine that all of us are going to go unconscious. Given what I saw on the ship, I
Mhm.
would suggest that you do not open this door until we get to the station.
I'll
I
kill you.
don't know what we're going to turn into.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
At this point, I guess I want to make sure that there's like redundancies for things in case the rest of us on the ship somehow get this, since this thing seems to have escaped what we'd recognize as containment into a person's suit. I want to have some like autopilot stuff and a couple audio things recorded to go out when we get there if our ship just pulls into port with us unconscious. So I like the idea of just this ghost ship just yeah. I'm scared. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the captain is off recording logs of some sort for this stuff. At
He's
the
just crying
time.
in a corner, really.
To his
It's
little
my
camera.
first job!
Captain,
Everyone's dying!
I want everyone better get better. I guess during that stuff, I want to like get on comms to everyone that's like awake. I guess, and I guess for you as well, Patcher. Like I'll get on comms with you, even though you're very cold.
And shaking still.
Yeah.
In 2 ways now.
it's a. I'll just be like, so we've got a while to go, guys. How's everyone doing? Tell me about yourself.
I
We
am
haven't gotten to-
functional. That's Crank. Just
Okay.
Gus, I need inventory.
Would there be an inventory that I could direct him to quickly?
have an inventory.
The inventory would be on the captain's data pad that he received.
God damn it, Captain.
It would have the.
Wait, does he still? Does he have that like with?
I don't know where he put it when he went to bed, but I know he went onto the ship with the data pad and was looking at it as you guys were flying out of port.
Can I go search for that while being on comms with everybody?
Yeah.
If he's holding it, I'll just go take it from his like I don't know. Like,
Go
I'm
ahead
just
and
looking at
just
Dirty
roll a
Artster.
perception check.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So it's low. Let me see if I have a modifier for that.
Plus wisdom.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Nope. So that's an 8.
8. Easy enough. It's sitting. So he's like sitting forward in his chair. It's sitting to like on the left of him, in between like the arm of the chair and his leg. Just sort of
Okay.
laying
Can
there.
I just shoot the? Can I just shoot that like that data for the? I forget the word. What the stuff is?
Inventory.
Inventory?
Thank you. Couldn't remember the word. Can I just shoot that inventory data over to Val on like a heads-up display or something?
You could just send him like a picture through the comm. He doesn't have like a heads-up display, but he has.
Okay.
He can look through it through his comm.
Okay, cool. So I shoot that your way.
and you know there is 2 somewhere in this, and there's in this cargo hold. There's probably about 13 boxes. I mean, they're pretty large boxes. They're not like they're probably half your size, but there's 13 of them, and it's in somewhere in there is enough suits for each one of you in the appropriate size. Like they created suits for each race to have just in case of an emergency.
Then I will find one for me, Val, me, Cap, and Ori.
Okay. Thank you.
Do I have?
Go ahead and roll another perception check. You get a +3 bonus. And you're going into 2 hours searching for this.
22.
22. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the meantime? As you search
Stop dying.
Yeah.
Once I get Cap and Ori theirs, apparently Ori has something I can do.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and tell him about a box that I brought on the ship with me. So it's gonna take a little setting up. Hopefully, it was gonna happen under better circumstances when we put this thing up. But I want to show him a basketball hoop that I brought for the cargo hold.
Hey, everybody's dying. You want to play some hoops?
All right. As you guys have now made it, after
Dunk 'em.
looking through the boxes and helping set up this hoop, you guys are about 3 hours into your journey. I need Patcher and Gus to make a fort save for me. Gus, you still get the +2.
Oh, that's a
That's
bad
total.
number.
That's total.
That's after a mod.
No, Drew, you should have put your fingers down. Now I rolled a 5.
Sorry, I rolled a 3. Plus 2. So 5.
I've rolled a 9 then.
Gus, you fall and begin to seize.
Oh no.
I smack
Shit.
my head. I want to set the scene because I would be working feverishly to try and fix this problem. So even though I could tell I was about to fall, I would be like saying notes and trying to do things. I'd probably smack my head and fall on the ground.
Perfect. And your eyes still constantly record.
Do we get some sort of an alarm?
No. Patcher, go ahead and put another tally mark, and Gus, go ahead and put a tally mark. Patcher, you stop feeling cold. You stop shaking. Just to let you know, Captain, this is about 3 hours into the ship, into the plane, or to the ride,
Okay.
I should say. Words are hard. Gus failed a check and has fallen. Sorry, seizing. And Patcher no longer feels cold and is no longer shaking. But you have, without you guys knowing, because they weren't comms being created whenever these happened.
Makes sense.
Captain.
Yeah.
Put on the biohazard suit in front of you.
Done. Put on the suit as quickly as possible.
I said it next to you and you're in your 1,000-yard stare.
Oh,
Not
thank
bad.
you. Definitely not thinking about trying not to poop my pants. But yeah, I put it on.
I also have it on. I'm assuming Ori does too.
Perfect. You all have your spacesuit. There was talk about Ori and Val going to the cargo hold to build a basketball hoop.
Oh,
So that's where they were sort of just chilling.
Okay.
Gotta build that morale.
all this craziness going on, they're like, hey, let's build a basketball hoop.
I mean, we gotta stay sane somehow. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot. Obviously, it's on course as it is, and I'll head back to the cargo bay and kind of hang out and make sure that things are getting built the way they should.
Okay.
To appropriate height, not Vesk height.
Let's make it easier on me.
You do notice it looks like a regular basketball hoop because a human bought it. So it's standard. I think it's 8 foot. I think it's standard for a basketball hoop.
10.
10
feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm really good at sports
Cross
ball.
this. Yep. Sports.
I hit a home run.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna score so many touch runs on all of you jabronis. Like, just wait.
I'm gonna strike up your face.
Do you guys just keep playing basketball? How long do you guys play basketball for?
I thought I didn't plan on playing. I planned on just setting it up.
Oh, what would you
keeping
like to
myself
do?
busy.
It's now been constructed. You see the captain walk down, and you see Ori begin to start dribbling the basketball.
Well, in all honesty, without you telling us that Gus fucking seized, I genuinely would be checking in. That way y'all don't think, oh, he's only checking in because fucking Josh told him he's fucking dead. But, I genuinely would be like, Gus.
Are you not getting an answer?
Gus.
Hey, Gus. Val's talking to you. I need you to come on back. What's going on down there?
We have cameras in here.
Not in the cargo hold. You do not have access to cameras.
Do we have like anything that scans for life sign?
Not in the cargo hold. You have to go back up to your computer in the captain on the bridge.
That's where I'm at.
Oh yeah, so you run back up to the bridge. You have cameras throughout the ship. You look through in the sick bay, and you see Stone is seizing on the table. You see Gus seizing on the floor, and you see a very still Yosoki.
And do I have any like kind of like life sign readings for these? Because the Yosoki being still could be a good thing, could also be a terrible thing.
The scan. Go ahead and roll your computers.
Okay, that's fair. So far, not been doing so great on that one. So let's see here.
And we're still about 4 hours out from port, right?
Yep.
Oi. All right.
That's my first natural one.
What's your total?
So my total is going to be 5.
You don't read any life signs.
And does it seem like that's just a busted sensor? Like, is it weird?
I mean,
Because
it's
I
weird,
pointed
but
to-
you also know that those 3 people are infected with something.
So when that happens, I'm like, can't freak out, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can scan for life signs in the room where I'm at.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
I mean, very,
That
very.
is Well, you gotta figure out if it's the cable or if it's the soundboard.
No, 100%.
Just beep boop. That's fine.
So I roll a 15.
15? Yeah, there are definitely life signs in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead like some like not there, and then I'm just gonna point sensors back towards the room where they're at again.
Okay, go ahead and roll it again. You have a -2 modifier.
Fuck. Okay, so that is for 19, 17.
17?
And I'll take just like a heartbeat. That's okay.
You do
I don't
have
even think in
you have life signs. You know, you can definitely see life readings from Gus and Stone, but Patra has very, very faint life readings.
Oi, I go like.
Doesn't have any, so be careful.
Craig's already undead. He's the carrier.
Exactly.
So okay. All
You
right.
are now my minions. Rah.
I guess I'll pass that information along. So it seems like Gus has gone down also.
You said Gus is on the ground?
Yeah, somehow Gus has become susceptible to this as well.
I make a dead sprint. Before I get out the door, because Captain's in the cargo hold with me, I scream, tell him, do not follow. And I dead sprint for the med bay. Because I'm in my biohazard.
I as he's running, I want to be like on comms to him, like, you sure you want to go in there? They've gone down already.
I have to go in there, but I don't know how to get them up. You have to walk me through that.
Oh boy! I start playing back Gus's audio logs at like 4 times speed, trying to.
Go ahead and just roll a perception check with a -2 because of how fast it's going.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to awkwardly have listened to my head of security and just very like uncomfortably shoot baskets.
Go ahead.
You don't have to fucking stay there.
Go ahead and
Hey.
make a dexterity check for me.
I rolled a 9.
A 9.
I just imagine he's like,
It's a lot of recording to go through. You can
talk a lot.
you
I
can
know you
understand him. Just his tone is very easy to understand, even at increased speeds. But the only thing that really, do you have any life science or medicine background or skills?
Life science, no. Medicine, yes. Medicine, I have 4.
Go ahead and roll.
My modifiers.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check real quick for me.
Yeah, anything with like a T next to it, or like that cross, you have to be trained in it to even use it. So.
I got that. So that is an 18.
18. It's hard to follow because you're looking through literally looking through his eyes as he's messing with these blood samples, looking at scanners, looking back at blood samples, looking at the 2 other individuals in there, and then at the very end you see him quickly starting to put stuff together, and then you see his head wave back and forth and then fall onto smack the table and hit the ground. And then the recording's still going, like it hasn't stopped.
He hit the table faster, right?
Yeah, it's just
Because it's at 4 times speed. So I despite the circumstances, I still let out a giggle.
yeah, it's like super fast, and then it finally goes. It regularly goes to regular play, as you see his eyes still recording, but it's heavily shaking. It's like watching literally just someone shaking the camera. Exactly what's.
And then a puddle of drool comes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's like blue. It's like fluorescent blue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you do understand that it is something to do with the heart. And he did say he injected one of his concoctions he made.
What was the purpose of that concoction?
It was to see if it boosted antibodies or anything like that to fight it.
It was essentially a band-aid of something that I have. It's a counter agent to a lot of different things, but it wasn't specific to this.
Okay.
He could tell that it did not. It's unsure if it worked. It worked on one person, did not work on the Yusoki.
And it did work on.
It seemed to work on Stone. He reacted to it.
And it's a heart thing, and it worked on Stone and not the hot-blooded creature.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Confirmed. Yusoki have no heart.
am I in the med bay now? Or
You are in the med bay.
Alright. Ori, I don't know if this will help, but on the battlefield, when we had a man on the verge of death, we would hit him up something with adrenaline. Do we have that?
I'm gonna go ahead and say we would have something that would at least do something similar. My only concern is that would increase metabolism, and it seems to be like there's something with heart stuff.
But would it get him awake?
At least for a moment, but then also possibly dead.
I don't know. Fuck.
I'm scared because I don't think that my concern with the adrenaline stuff is that it seems to be affecting the heart. Adrenaline would make their blood pump faster, so that would basically be putting a bunch more of that virus through their heart.
Val only worries about getting Gus off ground and awake.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, what exactly do I know anything about Gus's construction?
Probably not. He hasn't shared it.
There's a stick in his ass. I know that much.
I like the idea that.
As far as Val is concerned, there might actually be a physical stick in his. I mean, Val understands human sarcasm a little bit, but he's not perfect.
Andros,
Shit.
you are
Yeah.
sinking them left and right.
Just
And no one is there to see.
Just like throwing it from halfway across the cargo
Yeah, yeah.
hold.
I'm space goat, coast to
How-
coast.
How far out are we from the dock now?
About
That
3.5
would-
hours.
Fuck.
So long.
So okay, is there the thing that you gave them earlier is do I know what this would be? Like he probably said what he treated them with. I'm gonna go ahead
Yep.
and assume that I slowed down to hear what that word was. Does
Yeah,
that seem like it's like
you would have seen me look at my arm and a part of it open, and I pulled out one of my own concoctions and just injected it into both of them.
Carcinogenin.
like,
It was
I just,
specifically acetaminophen.
it's just some Tylenol.
It's literally
no,
just children's
is there-
Tylenol. That's all it
It's
is.
just saline. It's a placebo
is it-
effect, Dave Stone.
This is gonna make you feel better. Is there any chance? Is it like a broad spectrum antibiotic or something?
He's never
Yeah,
said
it's
anything.
Is it?
It's a cure-all.
Well, I mean, I guess the question is, what would I have said? Because I did say I was taking detailed notes.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said that I'm injecting Stone with that's probably a steroid or an antibiotic. Whichever one seemed more applicable to me, I have both of them.
Jesus Christ.
I'll say it's a steroid. So I injected both of them with the steroid to see if it would help.
That's like I'm like I don't know what to do because that seems like you kind of fixed a lot of things and it didn't fix anything.
Ori,
The
where
virus
is
antibiotics
the
aren't going to work
medicine?
anyway.
That's
I know.
fair.
Frantically looking.
God, I don't know, man. Jesus, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm about to grab a
What-
syringe
what are
and stab him
percent-
with something.
In this situation,
It's like poison.
You know what,
I need fucking words. This man is seasoned.
Val? You at least need an extra set of hands. I know you said don't go that way, but I'm coming your way.
I just need to be told where to go and what to use. I have plenty hands. I just need to know what to inject.
You one of them forehand people? I thought you were a lizard man.
I think he's saying that 2 hands is enough hands.
All right, so
What?
thinking about it, with Starfighter, like I hate to sound like Gus for a minute, but Starfighter Protocol would say that introduction of a foreign unknown illness requires like immediate quarantine and the immediate attention of the medical officer. That would be Gus. In the event that he were to fall, then that would fall to the next best person. So that I know nothing about
Ori.
medicines. That would be Ori, I guess, at this
what do
point.
you mean?
Ori,
Is-
where
are-
did you pull
are
the
we just-
syringe from the first time?
His arm.
I rip his fucking arm off.
Wait, what?
Whatever, I go fucking grab that arm and I'm like,
You see
fucking
there's a
crack that
compartment
shit open.
on his arm. You pop it
Is there
open.
any-
Just like
is
rip
there-
his arm off.
yeah, you know what I meant. I don't
Yep.
mean really like fuck your arm.
Yeah,
So-
there's no need for that.
So when he goes to do this, I'm like, okay, so this did seem to work for Stone, but it didn't do anything for Patcher.
Don't give a fuck.
How many we got of those things?
I don't know yet.
There would be 8 syringes in my arm.
And so we've used 2 of them so
And-
far.
And
2
now
out of the
one
10,
in your
so 8.
chest.
Go ahead and make
Saves
a
your heart.
fort save with no bonus.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Do I get a bonus from the counter agent, or was it the wrong counter agent?
It looks like the counter agent had no effect on you.
13.
13. You stop seizing, and you
Shit, so
cough,
now we think
blucking,
it worked.
coughing blood,
Ah, more.
and and sort of gasp as you come back.
What is the state of my arm?
Open.
How did it did it break like the hinges? Like, is it broken?
It opens like automatically, right? Like you don't
Right.
pop it open. Yeah, it's
Correct.
broken open now. The door on the where you
Fuck
keep
yeah, I fucking broke the shit out of that thing. I also grabbed him by the fucking like nape of his shirt and fucking lift his ass up and put him on his feet.
I look at this syringe in my chest, and I look at Val, and I just go, "Well done." And I hand him one, and I point to Stone, and I take another one out, and I'm gonna go inject the Yosoki with it.
Okay.
yeah.
Stab Stone.
It's
Fucking
6 down.
thing.
That's 6 down. Oh my god.
Go ahead
this stuff
and
took 3
roll.
hours.
It only takes me
Yeah.
10 minutes to make more.
Go
Okay,
ahead
that's
and
good.
roll a fort save for me with no bonus besides what you have.
No. Don't you make that face.
No!
No.
Is it a 1?
It's a
Is it a
way.
1?
Listen here, you rodent fuck. You get back up on
Hey.
your feet.
I need you to go ahead and put 2 tallies on your sheet.
Oh no.
God damn it. If this is how we lose our engineer, I'm gonna be really upset.
We still got Clank.
It's
What? He's still
If,
Crank
if we
has
lose,
no arms. He can't do anything.
if we lose
I mean,
Patcher,
we
I'm
can
shooting
upgrade.
Crank into space.
Patcher.
No. If Patcher dies, we put Patcher's brain into Crank.
Yeah.
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
Patcher, it's beginning to feel warm.
A lot like Christmas.
We might put his
no.
brain in Clank. He's gonna be like throwing shit at his fucking metal helmet. And like, ah, fuck. I forgot.
As you inject Stone with the serum, you see him stop seizing and just fall limp.
I punch him in the fucking mouth.
Roll to attack.
Oh god.
Just punch it.
I want
I'm
I want to
gonna
go back to
fucking do it.
researching after this.
'Kay.
If I'm awake still,
Yep.
I'm going to go back to researching.
You are. Captain, as you're heading back to... Actually, anyone who's standing up, I need you guys to make a reflex save.
Anybody.
I'm going to use a different die.
I got it. I got
I've
an
used
11
4
on
different dice now.
Yeah.
You got 11?
On the mouth punch is an 11.
Okay, and then go ahead and reflex save as well.
Where is
My
that?
reflex save was an 18.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, awesome. So mine is a 9.
18.
5.
God,
Um,
you're still losing.
anyone underneath a 10
Boy.
is knocked prone as something has collided with the side of the ship, and the whole ship just...
Fucking cunts.
Okay, I fall. I hit a bunch of beep boops as I go down.
Just
Yo,
roll,
I hit him in
roll,
the
roll a
jaw,
percentile
didn't it?
time for me.
No.
Yeah, you hit him in the mouth, and nothing happens.
That fucking cunt.
So I hit an 80. Do you want a 10 with that also?
Yeah, just a total, like the whole percentile, just
Okay. So that is a 82.
82.
Alright, I got all my D8s. D20s.
Okay, cool.
So did nothing bad happened then? From me hitting beep boops?
You're on the ground. You can't really tell right now.
Oh god.
Captain, what did we just hit?
It's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, hey, you're up. I'm glad to see you're awake. Welcome back to the world of the not seizing.
Yeah, we'll see how long this lasts.
Yeah, please, as long as possible, please. That's new priority 1. Don't seize again. Priority 2, nobody dies.
Yes, Captain.
Updating prologue.
Updating protocol.
Pretty much what I do.
Am I back to the bridge yet?
You
Rude?
are.
Alright, as I get back up there, I want to help Ori up.
Thank you so much.
Just-
What the hell did we hit? I like
Uh,
fixed my hair and then I go to check sensors for out.
Gotta fix the hair first.
Oh yeah, obviously. Just
First thing you notice when you get back to looking at your computer, you have no shields on your left side, and all shields have been relocated to the other 3 sides.
And that was that like? Oh, that was I did that. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna like
Took off all the
I'm just
ports.
gonna, like look at the I'm gonna like look to the captain and make sure like he doesn't see where the shields are and just like surreptitiously like and evenly distribute things again.
Okay,
And then go about this.
wonderful. Go ahead and roll computers for your scan.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna use the die that Tom gave me. Let's
Yep,
see if the
it's
selection
been
gets
doing
something good.
bits for me tonight.
It's fucked me. Yeah, no, that is a cool one. So modify that to 5.
A 5.
And fuck off.
Get the fuck out.
What up, Max?
Damn it, guys!
Oh, he's so bad.
You see a
We're
lot of
playing
you see-
cards and people are rolling like 90%. Shit
Yes.
matters too.
You see a lot of debris. It's hard to tell which one exactly was when you hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and share that with them. Does the debris seem new?
Define new.
Is it like centered closer to us? Like, did it break up because of something that hit us, or is it like just like a whole field of things?
It's a whole
All
field
around.
of things. Similar to what you guys saw when you guys first entered. It seems a little more dense right now, as if something hit you. It's hard to tell what it was before. You guys can both make a perception check if you like to see if you can distinguish what it was prior.
Okay,
I would definitely like to.
Is this computers for me or something else?
Perception. If you're just looking to see, like, looking out the window to see what it was.
Well, it looks like I'm in the bad roll club. 8.
Yeah, welcome.
Thought I was better than y'all.
We did too.
I have an 8.
The 8 squad.
Eight gang.
It was a house.
What?
It was a house, but it looks like it no longer is a house.
Fucking Zathura.
Huh.
Just the Southern House gone forever. No more Dax Shepard. He's dead now.
The house looks familiar in architecture to you, Andros.
So since it looks familiar in architecture, I just have to ask: did I like looking at the pieces from like what I can see? Do I know that house?
Mama.
Yeah, you know the house.
I know,
Papa,
like
Papa.
I know what house that is.
I was
Like,
coming
is it
home.
my house?
It's not your house, but it is a house that was probably 30,
Is it one of
30
the?
miles away from your house. You pass it every day to the market.
Oh God!
Fuck that house.
Barbara.
Passed it every day to the market.
Yeah, what?
It's gone.
And now you're passing it again.
So like, kind of trying to track it the best I can. When did the Clendathi move out here?
I have no idea what you're saying, and I'm
Oh,
trying to like
they're-
program the course back in.
You
Yeah, no, I'm right back in the pilot seat, doing my best to help.
wonderful. Autopilot's still activated. It just looks like it was debris that was floating through.
I'm gonna have to call my mom and be like, "Yo, did you know that Miss Clendathi like moved out into the drift? Like, what the hell?
Oh, how's she doing, honey? She's dead.
She's dead. She's splattered on my ship's windshield."
Wipers! Wipers!
The bitch left a dent. I'm really upset.
Whose insurance is gonna pay for this?
Dangerous
So,
parts
yeah,
of using the drift.
We try to like. Okay.
No, I said it's just dangerous parts of using the drift.
I hate the drift. I hate the drift.
I didn't want to have to be here either, but I wasn't gonna take 2 days to get everybody back to port. All right.
So-
Speaking of which, how far along are we?
We're
Oh.
2.5 hours out, I think.
You guys have made it to about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Ah!
So let's like get the fuck out there again.
Have I made any progress?
Roll a life science or medicine, whichever you prefer.
With a new die.
Still bad roll.
Apparently. Don't
Uh,
say a
so we
one.
should-
Don't
That's
say
a-
one.
It's definitely a natural one. which makes it a
Solid.
9 total.
Solid.
I'm so done
What
with
is
your
your-
dice tonight, everybody.
Your medical modifier is 8?
Oh yeah.
My engineering modifier is 10.
You guys are crazy.
I like to make sure people don't die.
It's fair.
I need you
I
not
can't
to
really-
fucking die first.
That's a
shaking
loophole.
up.
I did not plan to be sick myself. I have no idea what to do now.
Tell us how to
Gus,
fix you.
you don't make any progress. You notice you've been moving your mouth, but words haven't been forming.
Are they just different words?
He's possessed.
Unicorn's blood is the final product of the whiskey dominant.
It's just a bunch of just like very low mumbles, like you are trying to talk, but it's not projecting itself fully.
Okay.
But as far as you before really noticing, you thought you were talking at normal.
Okay.
Now that you've sort of sat back and got away from the shock, I need you to reduce your intelligence score by 2.
Oh no.
But that's my best one.
That's what you thought as you felt yourself get stupid.
It's okay. We'll still love Gus even if he's simple Jack.
Simple Gus.
No.
You tell me running, I done do things.
All right.
That was a spot on, Gus.
What would you
That was uncanny.
What would you guys like to do for the remainder of your trip?
Not die.
Not get dumber. I'll die. I'd rather die.
Focus all my attention.
My brains are the only thing I got.
So I'm gonna spin around in the pilot's seat and look at Ori. Hey, it's a weird day, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No,
you okay?
I might take advantage of my PTO after this. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Wow. You doing okay? You all right?
Maybe this is an odd question to ask, but you feeling okay in here right now?
That's exactly what I was thinking about you.
I mean, like body. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm freaked out a little bit, but like, no, like, you feeling okay? Like, you think you're sick at all?
I feel okay. Like, I don't have any reason to believe that I'm not okay.
Okay.
I feel like Gus would have said something before he passed out the first time if I wasn't okay.
That's a good point. Gus didn't say anything before he passed.
You guys have a
That's
lot of
not-
fucking faith in Gus.
He's the medical engineer officer.
He's not omnipresent.
He knows everything about every illness ever. That boy could save my life. So
I just-
we've got about 2 hours before we hit port. I think things are finally calming down, at least a little bit. Gus is back on his feet. We've got Val down in the med bay helping out. If you want to like catch a nap or something, I can keep an eye on things.
I know that diseases don't work like concussions, but I am loath to go to sleep right now.
Okay, I mean it makes sense.
Yeah.
And, all right. So, is this where we talk about our like scarring pasts, or do we sit here in silence for the next 2 hours?
This is where you kiss.
No kid.
I mean, don't you put it past me?
Kiss the girl.
Don't you put it past me? He's a gorgeous navigator, and I am a sensual captain.
Gus
Shipped.
and
Roll for perception.
Patcher. Fort save, please.
All right, Patcher, we got this. Let's use our dice, and let's make them. You rolled. I didn't even do my
That's
laptop.
a fucking
I
four.
had a whole thing planned, and he's already quit the game. We gotta find a new engineer.
I hate it.
I'm gonna tweet that out now.
Alright.
Like looking for engineer to file.
I
Well
rolled a
done,
four.
Space Pirates.
I rolled a four.
Rolled a 4.
I rolled a 17.
All right, you're fine. Gus, sorry, let me repeat. You're fine, Gus. Go ahead and put another tally mark on there, friend.
Well.
At some point, he's just gonna be like, and Patcher's dead.
Gus, roll a perception check.
Ah.
Val, are you there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
23. Here are the numbers that I like.
He saw it. He saw it. Whatever it
I'll
is.
roll for Crank too.
Hey,
You're
he's
getting
Cranks in there?
unaffected.
He got a 16 on his perception.
I got a 10.
You all see, Patcher is beginning to convulse again.
Thank God he didn't say decompose.
I thought he was gonna say get up, and that's what I was giving you right.
You do notice,
Should I
though,
hit him?
Gus, every time he takes a breath, it almost looks like there's a small amount of spores coming out of his mouth in every breath.
Oh.
Oh.
And
I'm
it's
gonna,
very similar to like the spores that
Luckily,
were
I have
in.
a helmet on.
Right,
so-
you can see it like in his mask or in his helmet, but it's very similar to the spores that were floating freely through the spaceship.
And this is why I'm wearing this.
I'm gonna
It-
relay
It's my biohazard.
Yeah. It's a good
Captain
thing.
update from the medical bay.
What you got?
Patcher has begun exhibiting symptoms reminiscent of the Yosoki on the ship.
I believe we're
He's
calling them
in
zombie aids.
Zades, if you
Yazombies.
will. Yeah, zombies. He is now coughing up spores, which I believe to be contagious.
All right. Is there anything that we can do to quarantine him more? Like, if he's this bad, I don't want him getting anything worse. That's a really dumb question. I understand that's a really dumb question. I'm just thinking out loud here.
That is one option. The other option is for me to take a risk and collect the spores directly to see if I can analyze them.
I don't know.
And come
about
up with
You know what? It's a risk we have to run.
Okay, I'm gonna start by using
Hold
my
on.
scanner.
Before we do that, Val, if you're still in the room, I need you out of that room.
Good
Yeah, I
plan.
can do that.
Yep.
No
No.
problem, I'm out.
Since you've been in there with some spores, though, I need you to go quarantine yourself in your room if you don't mind.
I'm gonna go. Do we have a decontamination zone?
Yes.
Have we got a decon shower?
I mean, it's in that room that you're in.
That checks
That's
out.
fucking bullshit.
Why would it not be in the med bay?
I
For
mean,
this
that's a-
reason.
Because
Do we
it's
have-
inconvenient for me.
Is there a decon like coming in and out of the ship?
I mean, there's
Like,
the airlock.
There's
Airlock
airlock,
area?
but there's not. It's
Is
not going
there
to
a decon in
decontaminate
there?
you.
There, I guess I'll just
Um,
step outside the door. I guess.
Captain, if I may make a suggestion.
Yeah.
Voltaire, if you just stay outside this door, because the reality of the situation is, if any of us come walking through that door, we're probably going to be zombies, and you are probably going to be the one to stop us. So you may just want to chill outside that door.
Guard the door. Back to my old job. Got it.
All right. Yep. Way to go, Gus. You're keep thinking like that, and we might have to trade jobs.
I feel dumber for some reason. I'm not sure why.
It's the illness talking. You're fine.
He's at your level now.
I mean, in all
I'm gonna-
reality, I'm kind of an idiot.
I'm gonna start by using my scanner on where the spores are coming out to see if that could potentially help me without removing the helmet.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your computers. With your, don't forget to change your computers by 1.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to use one of my captain's actions.
Go ahead.
I I would like to. Oh crap! Where did it go? No. The page just closed.
Gone
Crap.
forever.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going to encourage. So it's a charisma check to see if I can give you a +2 on whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Indeed. And you're down to how many syringes?
6.
Cool.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 actually.
We use 6.
We use 6. Yeah, I'm at 4.
Wonderful.
So my charisma check here was a 26.
Oh, hey, that'll do. Gus, go ahead and take your +2 bonus.
Okay, that puts me at a 24 total.
Yes.
You
With
can
the
scan them.
including the minutes.
Okay.
The spores, they are the missing piece between the old blood and the new blood. You knew that they were being infected, and they're changing the way the platelets looked. And the platelets, even though it's microscopic, they look very similar to how the spore pods look.
Okay, so our blood is tainted with it's genetically modifying our blood cells. Is that what I'm?
That's what it
or I
looks
guess
like.
Not genetic, but it's modifying our blood cells.
Yep.
Okay. Do we keep blood? Enough blood for a blood transfusion for each crew member on the ship?
I would say probably have like 1 or 2 bags, but not.
Not enough.
Yeah.
The raccoon will only need about a half.
That's fair.
I feel like we're being incredibly insensitive to Patrick here. He's obviously he's obviously the Redford trash panda. Let's get it right.
How many tallies do you have?
Rodent
Patrick?
only needs half a bag.
I have 5.
Okay.
How many do I need?
Half a bag.
Do you really want that answer?
Probably less than. I need less than 5.
Yeah. Or the other option would be collecting the spores. I could create a counter agent if I knew, or an actual cure. I guess it wouldn't be a counter agent. Learn some medical terms.
You could try. It would be a high DC, based off what you have available to you. You're not like in a full lab, so it would be a higher DC, but it's possible.
I would start. I would go get a bag of blood, and start the transfusion for Patra specifically.
Okay.
Because I think that matter is time sensitive. And then after that, I would collect the spores as best I could, at least a sample, and try to make a counter agent.
Okay.
Try to make a cure.
So you take the helmet off. He is beginning to breathe spores into the air. You collect the spores that were on the inside of his helmet. Do you put the helmet back on?
So I put the helmet back on him.
Correct.
I feel like I'm gonna have to remove the suit to do the transfusion anyway.
Okay. So he is outside of his suit.
Hey Ori, we've turned off the AC, right? Like we're not ventilating air throughout
yeah.
the ship, like sharing air or anything.
Yeah, no. You guys are on your own cycled loop right now. Just you
Okay.
guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are canned.
Yeah.
All right. Just double check.
Good
I
thought.
appreciate it.
Good thought.
Okay. Go ahead and make your life science check to go ahead and see if you can come up with a cure. Ian, did you want to go ahead and see if you want to give him a +2?
I'm actually going to take it one step further, and I'm going to make a demand.
Oh.
So encourage is a +2, where demand is a +4.
You make that cure now.
Yeah, pretty much. So just over the comms, Hey, I really don't want to add any pressure to this because I know this is already a pretty high stakes poker game that we're playing here. But I just think I really need to put this into perspective. We either need to get this figured out for Patcher or he's dead. So dig deep, do your job. Now I'm gonna make my roll.
And this is an intimidation check, is that correct?
Yes.
Captain's
Yes.
orders.
I mean, you're
In
not wrong.
actual captain order.
So it says it's 15 plus 1.5 times your ship's tier. That would make it a 17 DC.
Okay.
I got myself an 18.
Beautiful. Take your +4 bonus, you filthy animal.
Oh, that puts us to 20 total.
Which was the DC.
Let's go.
So
Get it.
you have enough for 1.
It goes to the most critical. No, it goes to Patcher.
Stone ain't no pussy ass bitch, anyways.
I like it a lot.
Not saying you are, Patcher.
But I'm not saying. But I'm not saying you're not.
I'm saying.
So
We're not even conscious.
you can go ahead and erase all of your marks, which you needed 6, by the way.
Thank God. Thank God.
In the nick of time.
Because
Stone looking.
no change. He's still just convulsing. He hasn't probably for about 2 hours now.
He hasn't like, just passed out yet. He's gonna be so
That's-
tired.
That's called brain damage. Like after.
Especially
so
after
long.
after being punched in the face too.
Wakes up. Ha ha, I was faking. Stone is funny.
I'm for it.
It doesn't even sound wrong.
You the warmth subsides and you begin to feel cold. You stop shaking and you can feel and see that you're not wearing your spacesuit.
Am I naked?
No, you're wearing your clothes that you had on prior to that.
There's a little rodent wiener hanging out there.
Right.
Huge
do I-
rodent wiener.
Do I see through the window that the rodent's awake?
Yes, you do see the rodent is cured of the disease.
Cured or awake?
I mean, you see him being injected with something, and then his symptoms, like, fully go back to, like, he was looking a little bit pale and stuff like that. He looks like he was prior.
I bang on the glass for Gus's attention. Is that zombie AIDS or are we good?
I think we are good.
Got
You're
it.
zombie AIDS.
I like.
We are definitely good.
Over the comms. Gus, did you do
Yes,
it?
Captain. I believe so, Captain.
Patch, are you with us?
Hey, Captain Sunshine, how's it hanging?
Sounds like you're back. Good to have you back. Oh my God, how's Stone? How's he looking?
No change.
Okay,
Having fun over there.
sounds like it. You went for a little trip, my mouse friend. But
Yeah, I saw these crazy animal things. They were like floating around, and they had like horns on their heads. And they had shooting rainbows out their asses. It was crazy.
that sounds nuts. Glad to have you back. Checking back on
I'd
the.
almost rather go back with them. They were kind of cool. They
Nope.
did Trash Panda. So
Nope. We're not doing that, you trash panda. You're gonna stay right here with us.
Gus, you would know that while he...
I mean,
you
who's
did-
gonna take care of the ship if I'm not here? Yes.
That's fair.
You did give him a cure for it, and it looks like it worked. But you do know he is not immune to these spores that are now being filtered through the air in that personal bubble.
Do I have a suit for you?
Patcher,
Bang.
you need to go see Voltaire.
I can see him over here. He's right there.
Look, bang.
With his
I
big
hold up a
fucking
yellow.
egg.
I was gonna say a big yellow suit, but that'd be a lie. It's a tiny yellow suit. I hope a yellow suit that looks like a Barbie. And I'm like, all right, that's better. Hit the decon and put this on. Open the door for like 2 seconds, fucking chuck it in his face, and close the door again.
Hit the decon and put new clothes on.
Yeah.
I do it, but I like shake my tail at him the whole time.
Wonderful. You are now cured of this disease. Congratulations.
Thank God.
That was real
So
touch and go
close.
for a second. That was real stressful.
You don't have to call me God. You can call me
Terrifying.
Gus. It's fine.
Oh!
Gus, you're still gonna die. So
True.
How
True.
far out are we from port at this point?
About 50 minutes.
Okay.
I want to start.
Making a fort save? I would love for you to.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, look at me. I'd really like to make a fort save. And I'd like the
Exactly.
number
I knew you
on
would.
my die to be high.
But too
That's
bad it's
pretty
actually
big.
a 5.
It's not quite a 5.
Ah, damn.
Is it lower then?
Yeah, it's more. I don't
Okay.
think it's enough though. That's a 9 total. Do I still get my +2 from being an android?
You do. So
12.
12. Solid. You again feel the same thing with your heart. It
Or 11. I can't man.
No, you're right. You feel your heart pulse very rapidly, and then something kicks it back on, and you are beginning to be normal again.
Do you want to collect spores and make myself a cure? That would be nice.
I
Um,
got a feeling Patch should probably go hit the nitrous.
So you're saying Gus
Like-
has gone down?
Like light people on fire?
No, like fucking make the ship go faster.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I could do that.
Patcher, please.
Well, not with a 1, though. Can't do it with a 1.
Fuck.
Well, damn.
That was an 11 total, but I needed 12 just to do it, so...
You notice that Stone has stopped. Finally, with his convulsions.
I thought you were gonna say breathing.
I mean,
that
terrible time for like Nate to come back. Like, hey, your dude died.
Welcome back. You're gonna need to create a new character.
Welcome back. Stone fucking dead.
Stone
Yeah.
dead.
He grunted a lot and then died.
Yeah.
There's a lot of convulsing.
So you want to go ahead and grab some more spores. You probably have enough spores for one more cure. If you don't mess it up.
Okay, I would. All right, I'm gonna collect the spores then.
Okay.
Captain, what's our E ETA?
We're about 50 minutes out. All right, so just so everybody on the crew's on board here. I'm switching it over to all comms throughout the ship. Pretty much as soon as we're in range, we're going to drop out of the drift here. I'm going to start frantically calling to the station to give us access to port. And then I'm going to tell them that they have to come to us, because I'm not going to risk this getting out into the station. But at the same time, this is where they have probably the best medical stuff that I can think of. So do whatever you need to do, Gus. Make sure that you're alive, and then in about 50 minutes we'll have better help for you.
So how is the time? Like, how long is it going to take me? How long did it take me to make the cure for?
The first time it took you about just a little underneath an hour. I would say probably take you about a half hour because you have done it before, and it also has
Okay.
decreased the check as well.
I would rather spend my time making sure that all the spores are taken care of. I've collected a sample, and then I want to try and like kind of use my scanner to see if there are any more, and see if we can decontaminate the area. I'm gonna run all of this by the captain, because I think that if I don't know what this was when we saw it, that means Starfinder Fleet also doesn't know what it is. And so instead of using this to make another cure, I think I can get Stone and I there in 30 minutes, give this to them long enough for them to record and to make an antidote. Plus, in my state, I could screw it up, and it's the only known cure that we have at the moment. So
That's fair.
That's incredibly brave of you. I
He's
respect
an
it,
android. He's not afraid of anything.
but I'm about it. So do your absolute best, and we'll see you when we get there.
okay, I want to decontaminate the med bay, the room that I'm in,
Go ahead and roll life science for
after
me.
collecting as many spores as possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your life science for me.
It's 20 total.
Perfect.
I'm divided.
You it takes you about 45 minutes, but you finally, after scanning over the room, don't see any more spores in the room.
Okay. And then I want to check on Stone.
With your scanner,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a computer for me.
And that song is blaring over the comms now.
Exactly. I'm working on it.
14.
Where all the lights so bright.
Body temperature is rising, but he's still lifeless.
Lifeless.
It's higher than it usually is for a Vesk.
So it's 36 degrees as opposed to 34 degrees.
Whoa,
Nailed
sir.
it.
We live in the future.
Celsius?
Yeah, we've changed.
Yeah, it's actually now just
Captain-
Kelvins.
What's our ETA?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. I think that, so I want to, Captain, I understand we're about 5 minutes out. The situation in here is I have a sample of the contaminant, which is a spore that was emitted from some Yosoki undead on the ship that we were sent to. Stone is in critical condition and unresponsive. I have notes and a video log for the cure along with a sample. Everything that the doctors are going to need to synthesize a cure for me and Stone. And it should be safe for everybody to come in here.
Excellent. Then, all right. Just make sure that you're ready to move when we get there, because I would hoping this is going to be a pretty quick transition here for you. All right. Yep. Also,
Valtair's sick.
Roll a fort save.
all hands, when we get there and everything calms down, they're going to want a report. I would say that we should try our best to give a report at the same time. That way we don't have to constantly change around our stories and risk saying dumb things or anything like that. Cool? Cool. All right. So,
I'll tell him that I didn't get sick at all.
there you go. That's what I like to hear. Except we're probably going to turn you over to them to make sure you're still not sick.
Oh, so I can just be
immediately.
like some lab rat? Is that what you want?
I didn't say it.
You're already halfway there.
Yeah, he's
I
allowed.
was in a lab once?
Because you're a fucking rat.
You got it right, though. You didn't call me a raccoon for once.
I thought you were a possum.
Oh.
Damn it.
As
Wait.
soon as you say that, you guys feel like the ship is rapidly moving. As you guys see and hear over the intercoms, beep, 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 and
That's not me, Captain.
the people on the deck can see a rip as the ship is flying through, and you're approximately about 100 miles out from the Epsilon station.
All right. Ori, get me talking to him if you would.
Yep.
All right.
I need a beep boop. I need a beep.
So then, in trying to communicate with Epsilon Station, Epsilon Station, Epsilon Station. This is Captain Andros Sunspire of the Bismarck's Fortune out here coming in hot. I need clearance to land in any bay whatsoever. We've got some sick to some sort of unidentified pathogen. We have contained it, but we are in dire need of some medical assistance. Come on back.
Just to confirm, you said you have unknown pathogen on board?
It has been contained. Our medical officer is a top-notch, but we do have samples of it should you want to... I don't... This is beyond my scope. First day out here, all I know is that we have people that are sick. Some of them are no longer sick. We need help.
Stay where you are. You are not permitted to land. I repeat, you are not permitted to land.
We're coming in.
You're joking, right?
Not with the unknown bacteria that people have been infected with. You're not bringing that onto Absalom Station. I repeat,
That's okay. We'll keep it here. We're gonna go ahead and come on in though.
What if we land and we do not leave the ship? Like, what if
we will bring people out to you? Stay where you are. Do not proceed any further, or you will be fired upon. Do I make myself clear?
Understood. And I'm gonna set a small orbit for where we're at.
And then you notice that the communication has been cut.
All right.
Boring conversation anyway.
Yeah, they are not very conversational, especially when you say that you got sick people. Sorry, everybody. Help's on its way, though.
Maybe you shouldn't lead with the sick people.
I didn't want to get there and have them be like, "Why the hell did you bring us sick people?" And then
it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
And it's easier to shoot people in the head than it is to talk to them sometimes.
Wow.
Well,
Patrick's
Flori and
back.
Patcher are
On that note, this is where we'll go ahead and take our brief intermission as we wait for Absalom Station to reach out.
Go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves some snacks.
All right, so we will go ahead and do that. I'll just go ahead and put you guys on a brief mute. We will be back at 55.
All right.
All right. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate you. If you haven't already, please give the channel a follow.
The big ass
if you guys are
bag of
followers, feel
honeycomb.
free to go ahead and give that sub.
The only way they make
I
it.
do want to thank Mr. Ev for coming out and giving us a sub tonight. We will be right back at 10:55
We
Eastern
bought it
Standard
originally
Time,
for my kid.
and we'll be able to continue
One day
with
I
our
had one,
adventure.
and I was
Thanks,
like,
guys.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. We are going to go ahead and get back into it. So let's go ahead and bring the group back up to speed. Alright, so where we left off, you guys were just went out of the drift, spoke to Absalom Station, not Epsilon because I'm thinking of a different show, Absalom Station, and they were telling you that if you proceeded to land, that you would be shot if getting any closer to Absalom Station.
All right.
Not very nice of them.
Well, I mean, we've come this far trying to make sure that everybody lives, so we're gonna post up. Also, Val, we got some people, like, they're gonna be boarding us, but they're supposed to be, so everything should be okay. Please do not shoot them when they come aboard, unless they turn out to be right assholes, in which case we'll talk about it.
I will be watching them closely.
Damn right you will. I appreciate you, bud. Alright, and I'm gonna retire to my quarters and make sure that I look as Captain Lee as I possibly can.
Wonderful. You do see a vessel, a little larger than your guys's, begin to head your way. Once they get next to you, they begin boarding.
Alright, let them on in.
I'll escort them.
I'll go with the escort.
Okay. You see as they finish boarding 13 armed soldiers and
What the
one
fuck?
captain.
And one captain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna address.
hiding.
I'm gonna address the captain. Sir, welcome aboard the Bismara's Fortune. Thank you for making such good time out here. We definitely appreciate it.
I heard there were pathogens on the ship.
Yes. Our medical officer and, ironically, also our pilot, Gus, he's actually done some amazing work out here. We have isolated a sample. We have a sample to provide you, should you want that. And I believe he even, like, built some sort of agent that either slows the effect or it's a kind of working title cure. I don't want to hype him up too much, but he did some great work.
Right, and is there anyone still sick on board?
No.
No. But we wanted to be forthright, saying that we did have the sample of the pathogen.
Go ahead and roll a what's it called here? Deception check.
Voltaire's about to fucking lose it.
Bluff.
Go ahead and roll a bluff with a +2 bonus.
All right. This is where your
Voltaire
boy.
also doesn't know why we're lying.
This is where we start the zombie apocalypse
They're gonna-
right here.
They're gonna kill anyone who's still sick.
They
here.
showed up with guns to murk everybody.
Fucking bring it, bitch.
Oi, so
Dare
as
you
I'm
to
saying
fucking
this,
try to kill my man.
I'm standing next to Val at this point. As I'm saying this, I'm trying to like subtly like tap Val like to be ready, just in case.
Hey Val, roll
Oh.
judge intentions for me.
Val's already got
Sense
like
motive?
locked in.
Yeah, that
with
one,
it.
sense motive, not judge intentions. What game are we
I
playing here?
fucking checked the breech of my barrel like 6 times, just ready to fucking shoot this fuck.
Oh hell
Exactly.
yeah!
17 plus. I don't fucking know where that is.
It's wisdom. It's right
Yeah,
under
that's what I was
profession.
thinking.
It's what?
Right under profession, above sleight of hand. Sense motive.
Ah. 17.
You understand?
And I rolled through with a 22.
22.
Call me Taylor Swift, because I'm feeling 22.
Oh, I don't
because
about
you're a
you.
dirty liar. Oh, sorry, what?
You know I want to.
So there's no one sick on board then.
There are people who were previously sick.
Yes, everybody that was previously sick has been taken care of by my good buddy Gus. We still have him quarantined because he is the one that gathered the sample, and that was more of just a safety precaution. But everybody seems to be in right shape.
All right. And as
Do I hear all this?
are comms on right now?
Yes, I would have turned comms on so everybody was in on my lie.
Beautiful. Gus, you do hear comms are on and this all happening. Go ahead and roll perception to get check everyone.
Also, they
Yeah,
can't.
If I can't see them, is it just like a listening
Yeah,
check?
if you have any bonuses for listening, you get those.
They
That's,
wouldn't be able to tell that my face is utterly pissed because I'm pissed, but my face is pissed.
It's a 24.
21.
Where were
Yeah,
those
nine.
24s whenever you were like, dying?
I've
Doesn't
gotten
matter.
11.
Okay.
Now it's fine.
Anyone
I
over
got a 7.
a 10, oof, has seen this captain around, but Andros, you've seen him the most, as this was your teacher, professor, whatever you want to call them, for most of the last year and a half.
Okay. And just so I can address him properly, do we have a name for him?
Let me pull that up in my notes.
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob Thorntown.
He is a human.
Okay.
Probably, it looks to be somewhere in the 50s.
Galifax Glamabarn.
Galifax. Awesome.
Listen, Gal.
We're equals now because I graduated. Hi, Gal.
His name is Sabar, S-E-B-A-R.
CBAR. Got it?
Malier, M-A-H-L-I-R.
All right.
Good old
Not Estebar. Just Sabar.
Excellent. So, turning back to Sidebar. Look, Sidebar. This doesn't have to be a bigger deal than it was. I was following protocol. Actually, the protocol that you taught me. So,
He sort of looks down at you. Not in a demeaning term or anything like that. But just sort of taking in the energy he's sort of picking up.
The energy I'm giving off is evil as fuck.
Exactly.
aggressive.
also, just I would say don't mind any sort of like tense body language or anything. We've had a rough like last 3 days.
I mean, I feel
So-
fantastic in here.
Yeah. It's been busy. I'd be more than happy to give a full report. We'd all be happy to give a full report as to what happened, but like
I want to go down to where the other people in our crew are.
I'm hiding in the floors.
God.
Yes.
I like it.
And kind of just walking around. Probably looking for me, because I didn't really tell him where I was going.
You're ready to like Ripley this whole thing at any moment.
I do have grenades ready.
Yes. Love Thatcher. I'm just gonna go to the floor with some grenades. Do you guys need me or anything?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just blow open the bottom of the ship. That's fine.
No, I'll put them.
You could
Put them in a
fix-
place that they won't.
Right, right.
I know how to blow up a ship without killing
What?
everybody.
I missed that in the character arc. You,
Well, that's what happens when you work with space pirates.
he looks you up and down. Andros, show me these sick that you have on board.
yeah, absolutely. Follow me. Also,
Don't
you-
mind me, but you clearly don't know anything about fucking medicine. How about some goddamn medical officers in here?
That's a great question. I was just going to ask it a little bit nicer. Thank you, Val.
Thank you.
Thank you, Val. I'm going to make eye contact. Remember, I talk. You shoot if need be.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I get you. You're keeping us safe. You're doing a great job. But I got it. And I turn back. Sorry. Again, long day. Well, long few days. Yeah, did you bring any sort of medical officers or medical staff with you whatsoever? I see a lot of guys with guns and not very many with stims and prodders and ouch points. Really rather hope this not be some sort of like, congratulations, you graduated, now we're gonna off you kind of thing. Like, that would be,
Welcome to the mafia.
yeah, like, what
Do
would
we
that look
have a
like?
reason to off you,
D-
Captain?
Okay,
Do we have
now, Captain,
a reason?
Captain, hold on. You come to my ship. I reach out asking for help. You come to my ship with no medical staff, asking all kinds of questions. I get it. You need to ask questions. You need to assess the situation for yourself, for your own safety, for your own crew's safety. But you have to understand why we're all a little bit uneasy. We've just been sent out on this classified, my eyes only nonsense to be face to face with an unknown pathogen, to not only deal with it, but Gus back here, he worked up a cure for it and took a sample for your ass. And now you're going to question me when I ask if you have medical crew with you. Simple yes or no question.
And he sort of stares directly, almost like he's staring through you. Do you think I'm that bad of a teacher, Captain, that I wouldn't come prepared for anything that I need? I'm sorry, does this Gus look like he's a doctor? Does he look like he's a person who practices medicine? Or does he just look like a person who does a job that also happens to be armed?
See, now that's not a very fair
It's a
question,
simple
but
yes or
then
no
we-
answer.
I mean, I'm going to give you a yes or no answer, but first let me back that up with some words. You taught me absolutely everything I know about running a ship in the last year and a half at the Academy, so I'm not going to assume that you're some sort of pushover, and I really don't appreciate your mind games. So I'm going to tell you right now, Gus has saved everyone on this ship at least 3 times in the past 2 days. So don't you even go talking about, can he do this, can he do that? He is a wonderful pilot, and he is a miracle worker of medicine.
And I wasn't saying that he couldn't. I was more of asking, don't call the kettle black,
Well,
because it looks like they're just soldiers, but we do have medically trained people here. But
Okay,
as we
that-
were told,
that's
there
good.
were no
Then let's-
sick on board, so we wouldn't need to be able to decontaminate or poke or prod, as you were saying. Correct?
I mean, you got a point, and I'm sorry. Again, I hate to keep saying this. It's been a long few days out here.
I
Do
understand.
you remember your first time out? Like, oh man.
I understand, but just remember your rank, sir.
Yeah. You also taught me that, like, my ship, my rules. So I'm gonna have to kindly ask you. It's gonna be you, and it's gonna be one of your medical personnel. And I'll send Val. I'll go with you. Val can wait in the hall, and it's gonna be me, Gus, you, your medical, and the guys that we got in medbay. Deal?
Roll either diplomacy or intimidation, and tell me which one you're
God
rolling.
damn it. Let me check my stuff. This is nuts. I'm loving this. You said diplomacy or intimidation?
Yes, and then tell me which one you're rolling.
Oh man. Guys, I'm all shaky. Like, holy shit. gonna do diplomacy.
Go ahead and add a +2.
All right. It's a 19. I don't like that face he made when he rolled. It was like a
Is that?
I'm currently strapping grenades to the floorboards.
Roll
I
engineering for
wouldn't
me.
expect it any other way.
God damn it. Is this where we become space pirates?
He
Become.
takes his arms
what have we been?
and puts it behind his back and nods to you without saying a word.
I got a 16, by the way.
Okay, you have officially put explosives underneath him.
Yes. All right. So, Captain, I nod and kind of motion my way down the hall. Also motioning Val to come with as we're traveling to the med bay. Hey, Val, I know that you heard pretty much everything that I said right there. So yeah, just when we get to the med bay, just wait in the hall.
Everyone heard that.
Yeah. It's what this guy taught me back. It was actually the last 2 months of academy. He taught me the art of the captain's pissing match. It was weird having to go toe to toe with him in like a real world situation. I'm all shaken. My words are crazy. God, I hope I didn't sound so stammery when I was talking to that guy. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's.
As you guys are the only two talking in this quiet hallway, you did talk too much.
Yeah, definitely.
At least.
All right.
it's
So
just-
anyway, I'm nervous, as you can imagine. Yeah. So let's go talk to Gus. Hi. Walking into the med bay. Gus. I have help. Hi. Hello. Nobody's sick in
yes.
here, right?
I'm there also.
Crank's probably there looking through like cupboards.
Something wrong with your robot?
Hold on 1 second for me.
Man, I came down here while you guys were all having that conversation and whatnot. It'd be down here if those armed dudes
You
came
were-
down.
You were with me?
Yeah, like
you
I
were
came down
with
that
me.
way. I'm like at like the front door of that, ready for some
Are
shit
you
to
still
go down.
wearing your like hazmat suit?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
100%. 100%.
Everybody is clear. I just wear this for fashion.
It's like listen, man,
I'm a germaphobe. It's okay, guys.
I'm a hyperspace contract.
I hate you so much.
Yes, that was amazing.
Title of the show.
Exactly.
Hyperspace
Gus,
contract. Is there?
how would you like to prep that? As you can hear them over the comms having this conversation.
Yeah. So as they're having this conversation, I am skeptical of the situation, and I want to look at the spore and look at like the general color and what it looks like, and just kind of go, knowing that. And when you asked if there were medical officers, Captain, what was the response?
The response was not to judge a book by its cover. That even though they're well armed, that they
Yeah.
could be medical staff. So it was kind of a non-answer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna grab something that's clear, that's not the spores, but in the same type of vial, and I'm gonna try and I'm gonna have that in my hands when y'all come in.
All right. And so as we come in preparation, I don't know if this is. I'm gonna give it like up to you there, GM discretion. I'd like to preemptively encourage, so that on his next check he gets a +2. Can I do that? Damn.
No, unfortunately not. I'm
Can't
sorry.
give him a butt touch.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't just like, there you go get him.
Nope. Sorry.
Damn. If I walk in and demand it.
Can I say something to Val over comms, like a private comm, just to him?
Sure.
Listen, Val. In case some shit goes down here, I'm wired into the command console right now. So, if things go down, do you have like anything to see in the dark with? Can your
I
people
naturally
do that?
see in the dark.
Perfect. I'll just kill the lights. I'll take care of myself. You try to get to the people here in the sick bay if anything is going down.
Lock out the entrance to the other ship.
Sounds good to me. Only if things go down, not right now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Things go south.
So Captain walks in. Yes, Captain.
Hi.
There's just stone laying out.
So getting all tongue tied. That's out of character. I couldn't think of words. So, we have help. The cavalry's arrived. I told them that we had a sample of the spores and that everybody was back in to good shape, if not perfect shape, definitely on the mend.
In fact-
they were. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in fact, instead of like prepping something or grabbing something random, I'm gonna just grab one of the vials of blood that I have from.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
that's what I have in my hand right now.
Captain, if you'd like to have your medical personnel do what they do.
They scan or they nod over to Stone, who's still laying down on the what is it? The bed that you always see in the doctor's office. And the medical personnel pulls out a scanner and begins to scan Stone.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts
Okay.
on the dude scanning.
Okay. And I need to make a save. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, my spell save DC is 15.
And what kind of save?
That would be a
Will,
believe
I'm
it's a-
assuming?
Yeah, it's a will save.
That's a solid 8.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right. So what is the first step? Because I know it goes in steps. What's the first one?
For every 5 you beat it by, it's gonna be surface thoughts basically.
Okay.
It's
Go ahead and
surface, then a
roll.
little bit deeper, then a little bit deeper. So you rolled an 8. My
Yep.
DC is 15.
Yep. So
So I beat it by at least 5.
Yep. Pepe hands.
So I'm pretty much just kind of watching his thoughts to see what perks up if he catches anything.
Yeah, so you detect present or absence of thoughts from conscious creatures.
You detect there are thoughts going through this guy's
Damn.
head.
Do I get any sort of notion off of them as to like
That's
relaxed
next round.
or
That's next round,
Next round.
okay?
which I guess is in 6 seconds. So you could wait 6
I
seconds.
I will walk up to
But he
the
makes it a
medical
save
personnel,
every round.
Okay.
and I will hand him the Starfinder equivalent of a flash drive with my notes on how to synthesize a cure, along with the sample I collected of Stone's blood.
Okay.
And I'll say, here is a sample, and the notes I've collected. As best I can tell, this is an airborne fungal infection that we are not sure how it infected the original hosts, which we found on a ship that is about 10 days travel from here. When we got there, we initially couldn't even see the ship, and we had to like go out and just start floating around and try and find it. Eventually, finding a cloaking device on the top of it, we proceeded, per protocol, to search for an air hatch. Patcher being the first to find it, opened the air hatch, to which we found blood. Per protocol, I scanned the blood, did not find anything. Stone, Patcher, and I proceeded, per captain's orders, into the ship. And I'm just killing time. You cut me off whenever you want.
I love all of the per protocol.
I'll go ahead and make another check.
Yes, please.
And I will give him
DC is
a
15.
I'll give him a -4 because he's busy having a conversation and being distracted.
God damn it, Gus, I love you.
That is an 11.
Ooh. Does that mean I get the next level of thoughts down?
THOT.
He's got booty on the mind.
These are next level thoughts.
He's got booty on the brain. Episode 3 per Captain's order.
Oh, it's not even. It's just you detect how many are thinking.
Like how many
Next round,
thoughts?
Read surface thoughts. So third round is surface thoughts.
Upon entering the spacecraft, we noticed that,
So wait, hold on 1 second. The second round is how many thoughts they're thinking, or how many people
You
around him
detect
are
the number
thinking.
Of thinking minds. You detect the number of thinking minds. If the highest intelligence score is 26 or higher, at least 10 points higher than your own, you are stunned for 1 round. So I don't think anybody's 26 or.
You're
Well,
stunned. No,
okay,
I'm just
so,
kidding.
I'm trying to look through the spell right now. I don't think it does what I thought it did. So that's unfortunate.
You have to like sit there basically.
And like dig.
So
You
next round,
you
if
scan,
they fail again.
and there's 7 people around you having thinking thoughts.
the lights were out in the initial corridor.
And this guy's like
Me and
locked
my
in eye
compatriots-
contact with you, like actually eating up every bit that you're just
My
going
patron-
through.
My compatriots and I can see pretty well in low light and dim light. Therefore, we were able to proceed without using flashlights or notifying anyone on the ship. We noticed a long hallway leading to the bridge and decided Stone, who the captain has put in command at this point and who you see lying before you today, ordered us to clear room by room. We opened the first room, encountered one zombie as we
I'll
had
go ahead and make another
colloquially
save.
started.
Can we just have you do like at episode 5 do the recap in that tone?
That's a 7.
So now you can read surface thoughts.
All right, what's this guy thinking?
It's actually, I think it's everybody. They all have to make saves essentially.
I'm really just focused on this guy. I don't give a shit about anybody else.
Not even the captain.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure out what's going on with Captain 2.
If you can pick up on my thoughts also, then you'll know that I'm like ready to go in case some stuff goes down.
It's actually kind of cool.
The captain is thinking how this is just a waste of time. They should have just shot you guys out of the sky. Science officer is excited to read what his scanner has picked up. He already did the scan, but as soon as he was getting ready to read the scan, that's when Gus decided. But he's excited to, after hearing this, you can feel that he's excited to go and see what actually his scanner picked up.
Okay. Gus, not to cut you off, but the officer does have some research that they're trying to do. I appreciate trying to communicate that across, but we do need to. They need to just double check everything, make sure that everything's right.
Of course, Captain. And I leave them with the flash drive.
And in that last round of detect thoughts, I would have liked to try to reach Ori's mind. To like get involved in like just have the at least a little tip off that they're ready to go. Should something be?
Yep. Yeah, you can definitely read it.
Especially because he's willing.
Right. Go ahead and still make the save because you don't know it's being cast, Ori.
True.
Ori.
Ori, are you
Oh,
there?
I'm supposed to.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought-
yeah. Because
I
you're
thought
you're not.
I thought he was supposed to do something.
No,
No,
yeah.
it's,
You save.
I
Spells-
apologize.
Will save.
So versus 15.
Versus the sea, you mean?
Oh God, please come back. We need a North American tour of that band.
Let me go ahead and see here. And he said it was Will?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Sunshine, I got it rigged. I'm ready to blow. If you know what I mean.
I'm supposed to roll lower than what?
15.
15.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
God damn it.
You
You
are
can
able
take
to sense his thoughts.
Steel trap.
You
So,
activated my
I-
trap card.
I reach out and I poke in Ori's mind, and it's just I can't get in there.
Yeah. That's correct.
He's,
But you do feel happier for having touched it.
I believe it. Yeah, just a little bit more relaxed.
Has
Exactly.
that effect on people.
You don't even want to read my mind.
Yikes. The captain then exits the room and just sort of stands outside of the hallway.
Next
Outside
to
in the
me?
hallway. Yep, next to you.
Punch him in the mouth.
Passive aggressively farts.
Exactly.
Best part.
The science officer will then go back to looking at his scans.
I would like to turn my attention back to his thoughts.
Okay.
That's what you got in your mind, bitch.
What's after surface thoughts?
There's like a little clause that says for every round after that, X happens.
Deep personal thoughts. I now know this guy's kink. It's space.
It's men in space with little antennas.
Oh shit!
Each round you can turn to detect thoughts in a new area. So it's just surface thoughts,
Oh, okay.
basically.
Well,
But you can move it around.
you can still detect this guy's surface thoughts, which now, those thoughts become panicked.
Okay.
As he now knows that he's still infected.
All right. Then as soon as I pick up on that, I'm gonna just like super secret like quiet comms to the crew. Just hey, we might have some beef. They figured out some stuff about Stone. So.
Roll
I wanna-
roll a stealth.
I want to. Can I? Or is he supposed to do this stealthily? Okay.
Yeah, see if he can say it off quietly.
Yeah, I'm not like, oh my god, they found Stone.
They figured it out. It's a trap.
Well,
Jigs
jinx
up,
that boy.
fuckers.
I mean, word of like common sense. That's kind of was the point, right? We needed them to see that he was infected to actually give him medical attention.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I got a really like skeevy vibe when they all showed up with guns. So at this point, it just feels like if they know he's infected, we probably gonna get got. So
So Voltaire's starting to put this together, and he's starting.
yeah. And you said just a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Yeah, the captain, who's standing semi-close to you, doesn't seem to have picked up on the distress call.
And I want to do it like Secret Service talking into my like cufflinks. Just like, hey guys.
Just scratching my ear. Don't bite
Yeah,
me.
hey, Stone's fucking dead. Kill everybody.
I wanna turn on my scanner on Stone.
I want to go
Roll
ahead.
computers for me, Gus. And then go ahead.
14.
Okay. What were you looking for?
I honestly just wanted it to look. I just wanted to scan him so that everybody saw that I scanned.
Oh yeah, his body, his temperature is still increasing. Gus, you know this? It's almost double what normal Vesk body temperature is at this point.
Okay.
He doesn't look as bad as what Patcher looked like when he was at his peak, but you can tell that he's getting it. He has a high temperature.
Okay.
I believe it might be Voltaire's time to take this over.
I want to say like, is that you saying it in comms?
I mean, we're still in the secret comm, right?
Yeah.
super secret, the super secret comm space.
So when that happens, like if you say that, I'm just like,
The SSCS.
I mean, we can either make shit go down right now, or we can just point out to them that now they're sick too. They've been in here long enough, so they just have to figure out how to fix it now.
So
It'd be a shame if we had a cure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the open door button that's standing right behind me and the captain.
I thought you were talking about the airlock to just like shoot out into space.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping. I was like, oh my god.
So me and the other captain, are standing outside this door, and I'm gonna kind of crack it open.
He
I'm
looks.
gonna
He gives you
look-
like a side eye.
I turn full like chest towards Captain. Assuming he turns towards me, right?
Not even like full body. He just like turns his head towards you. Yes, soldier.
Imagine like this is his head.
Oh no.
I grab here,
Oh
I
no.
throw it into the room.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm
about
not
it.
ready.
I'm about it.
I'm not ready for this.
I'm about it.
15.
So you go and grab his head
And just throw him into the room.
and you throw him in, but it doesn't. You throw him and his top half goes, but he stands his ground. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Oh my god. I'm so
Oh,
about it.
no.
I'm so about it. It's not even funny. I'm so about this.
All right.
Oh god, there's a much bigger ship outside. Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll just stake it. It's fine. They're bored.
I'm also like yelling Ori now.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, can I just like jam stuff? Like just like okay,
Can I
lights
just,
off.
Jam stuff?
Can I like put things inside
You-
things?
You told me you were hacked in, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm good to go at like a moment's notice. I programmed a macro for this.
Hold on 1 second.
It's the first thing
think
you
I
did.
have I don't think I have. Or there.
Oh, I don't have my spacesuit on anymore. I have to go find one. It's covered in spores. Crap! What am I gonna do? How do I go in space now?
This is not how I thought this was gonna go, but I love it.
You know what? The dude tried to be tough with me, so I got tough back, and then we both backed off, and now I gotta kill him.
Oh, I'm not killing him.
I might.
Oh, I
He was a
thought that's
dick.
what we were doing. Well,
We need this captain.
if you hear some explosions, they're not dying.
There's soft explosion.
They're pillow explosions.
I think if I were to ever need a role to be good, I think I.
Alright, and I have my initiative for you whenever you're ready there, Bruce.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, man. God damn it, I'm so excited.
Well, I'm either gonna get sucked into space by accident, or I'm gonna kill everybody in this.
Those
Hey.
are both good.
Either
Like you
way,
do.
Patcher has been
It's fucking
Awesome.
Shadowrun all over again. Just accidentally killing people.
No, yeah. Don't remind me.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
just want to.
accidentally kill anybody yet.
We need her alive. You explode her brain. Red shatters and blood.
was
and
terrible f-
Brain just smushed all across the room.
It was terrible for me when we played that because I'd get up and go to the bathroom and everything was fine. Come
You
back
went to the
and sit
bathroom too
down.
much.
Yeah, that was the problem. I'd go to the bathroom and come back and it was like, Drew killed someone. Like,
And the sad part
Alright.
is, I edged that, and it killed her when it wouldn't have killed her. if
Dude,
it
you
didn't.
overkilled her.
I
Like,
know. I got really excited. I only needed the two, and then I forgot. So.
Just
I thought-
like you can't even identify her body after that.
That's
I know.
also a true statement. Okay.
Bonesaw is
This-
ready.
I don't plan on this being an all-out fight. I plan on this being a little bit of a tussle and then some words.
Put your gun down! No, you put your gun down!
minor crossbows.
It's gonna be more like yanking gun out of hand.
Sit down!
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
No, you listen to me, you punk. I'm gonna give you your gun back, and if you try to make a move, I swear to God, I'll blow up your ship. And then I'll
Whoa.
throw you through it.
It's like Batman on steroids.
I
You know,
need
it's
to
just
understand
Batman.
one thing.
Yeah, true.
I'm not giving it.
Well, hot
you to understand one
drugs
thing.
going.
I'm not afraid to put my gun in your butt and pull the trigger. I've heard humans are very susceptible to that.
I literally just can't even right now.
I'm gonna put my gun in your butt. All right. That's
Just
the
the
new-
follow-up line with, I've heard humans are very susceptible to that.
All right, let me know when that pops up for you guys.
I see
got
it.
it.
Hey.
I'm out in
You got
space.
very bright.
Look at that space.
No, that's just because you're under
Yeah, I know.
the things.
Space.
Under the thing. All right.
So, you guys have the 12 guards sitting at next to the airlock. The guard in the chamber with Stone and Gus. And then Andros and Ori, Val, and Boss.
Boss fight.
So can I just like? I have pushed the thing when shit was gonna go down. Slap my little.
Go ahead
Whatever.
and roll a computer check for me.
Okay. See if Tom's die can take us through.
I don't trust it.
No, you shouldn't.
Tom's dice
No,
fucking
no, you
cool.
shouldn't.
That is I believe my bonus is a 4. I'm gonna double check just to make sure. Computers. Yeah, so that's a 10.
It's almost like you weren't, like you were ready, but like suddenly you weren't.
Like, listen, I prepare fantastically. I deal with stressful situations terribly.
He's like, I'm ready. Oh shit, you're actually getting. Oh shit, we're doing it.
Like, I'm ready for it. Just give me the signal. Throwing the guy is the signal. Oh,
Fucking
shit, is
beat
that the signal?
boot.
Wait, I thought we were going on 3.
The lights go out.
Yes.
In the city.
Andrew,
all I
not
know.
Andros. Ori, you are blind now.
100%.
Perfect.
I just like dropped to a corner.
Perfect.
Okay. Starting with let's see here. We would go Valater.
I got a 22.
Gus,
16.
Patcher,
19. Oh, and then Crank got 11.
All right, and just to let you guys know, when we do initiative, I'll always do this order because your guys' cameras will always be in the same spot.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Ori.
I go first? Oh god.
Nope, sorry. Andros.
it's your
Andros
initiative.
are hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. My initiative was 19.
No, that was on me because I went backwards like an idiot.
That's okay.
Andros.
I do have time.
Andros, my initiative was also a 22.
Hats.
We're finally fucking rolling good for once.
Yeah,
Man,
right.
and now we're gonna roll for shit.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Does it come down to dex modifiers in this one, or?
If it's same team, you guys can choose.
Okay, then Val, you can definitely take it on that.
I will have all the guards act at the same time, though.
Okay. So we had the same initiative, but like you're the
Got it.
security guy, so you can make the first.
And
move.
Val, you do go first.
Remember earlier where you told me I do the talking? Now I do the talking.
With my guns.
I tried. Now you got guns that go yeah 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 yeah
I'm sorry, what do they do?
yeah 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 yeah. While my gun goes hey hey.
Hey,
Baba Bowie.
listen!
Baba Bowie.
It's the Gungeon guns. Bullet.
Bullet. I'm about it.
Oh, and I put those bombs like over here. right
Yeah,
on
that's
the
why.
end.
That's what I thought.
So,
Oh, blow him out the airlock.
Okay, Val, you are still in the hallway with him.
But he's on his feet still.
Yes, he is.
he's looking at you.
I'm gonna give the hardest of kicks to his fucking back of his knees.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
I said.
Unarmed combat if you have it.
I do. I also have natural weapons.
Oh yeah.
Which is
My whole body is a lethal weapon.
And that just changes damage, right?
It does, yeah.
Are you trying to deal damage or?
No, I was trying to knock him prone.
Okay, so it just goes ahead. It won't actually deal any damage, but if it succeeds.
I rolled unarmed. Where's unarmed? Unarmed. Melee is 15.
15? That barely misses, sir. I'm sorry.
Is this some like Batman-looking motherfucker who could just like step over a vest kick and not get, like he's like
The trick is to
Ha!
step under the vest kick.
Exactly.
So that was complex action. How does this work? So what what actions do I have?
You have a base action, a move action, and a swift action. So that would be
What I-
your normal action. So you have a move and a swift, which is like a free action.
All
Most
right, I'm
people
gonna
don't
use the rest of my actions to speak to this guy.
Okay, what would you like to say?
Here's the deal. We have two sick. You've been in the room. You're probably exposed at this point. We need medical officers here. My friend just locked off the accident. Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
What's that port called right there? The
All of them. They're all
airlock?
closed. They're all
the
closed.
airlock.
Every
We love
single
the
one.
Your men aren't coming in.
Nope.
Here's where you start sending for medical experience, medical tools to heal these men, or I'm gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Roll intimidation with a -2.
God damn it.
It didn't work.
I'll roll just to make sure. Yep, it didn't work. Okay,
I get a 6.
he gets a 23.
Yep.
Looks like we gotta fight some more.
I like it. Andros.
Andros, that's me. Hey, what up, everybody? I'm your captain. Here to try to save the day once again. Probably gonna make it worse. Let me see.
Each square, I'm sure it's hard to see, but each square is 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm in the hall next to this guy out here. Also, okay, so trying
If
to
you have
make
any
sure
questions, just let me know.
I have my kinetic pistol, but I don't have my laser pistol back because Val still has it because he couldn't put it back together properly.
That's
As for the
true.
pride. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull my pistol and train it on the other captain. I'm going to try. How do I want to do this? Yeah, so I'm gonna train my pistol on him, and I'm going to use which tab has my stuff open. I am going to use my my envoy improvisation, clever feint.
Okay.
So, as a standard action, you can fake out an enemy within 60 feet, making them open to your attacks. Attempt a bluff check with the same DC as a check to feint against the enemy. If you fail, that enemy is flat-footed against your attacks until the end of your next turn. If you succeed, the enemy is also flat-footed against the attacks of your allies until the end of your next turn.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
No dex bonus.
Yeah, so that might help us out. We might actually be able to kick him in the knees next time.
Oof.
No, that wasn't any shade. I just figured he's a dexterous old man.
The dexterous.
So.
Or just has really good armor.
I mean, that could also be a thing. Sorry, now I'm looking DC for fainting somebody.
Okay.
Like, do I
It's
just?
a bluff check.
It's a bluff.
Yeah, but
you
like,
you make a
It's
bluff
your
check.
Charisma plus.
So do I just have to beat like my spell save?
They have to. I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Let's see, did it say what page that was on? Oh, though this isn't a standard check to feint. Okay, so it's a feint check, but like improved and greater feint don't apply to this.
Oh, okay.
Even if you fail. Are we getting ready to warp out of here? Like, what's going on?
I found a soundboard.
10 plus half your level plus your charisma bonus.
So 10 plus half my level, so
It's just one.
still
Yes,
1
it's always
plus
1.
my charisma. Okay, so yeah, I'd be the 15. So I have to beat a 15 then? Or
Yep.
Alright, and I roll in with a 15.
There we go. Okay, so I'm flat-footed.
Yeah, to everybody's attacks.
Well, that's just rude.
What'd you say? for your
Yeah,
thing?
just so with the gun up, that's gonna be just a really simple. I respect you, and things have been real tense since you got here, but maybe we actually talk this out. Because like Val said, you're sick now too. So, your court, buddy.
That's fucked up.
And then I'm also gonna use my movement to get just on the other side of Ori, like down the hall, like away from them a little bit.
Can you see in there?
Do you have dark vision?
Oh, that's a good question. Fuck. I think so.
Oh, is that easier to see those lines?
Yeah.
Lashunta, do we have dark vision?
Oh, there we go.
Don't.
No, we do not.
It is pitch black.
Ah, then I won't
Very
move. No, that's okay. So at this point, he doesn't even know I'm pointing my gun at him. I'm pointing my gun to the last known location of him, and kind of shouting into the darkness.
It's okay. Okay.
I do have flares, but that kind of break the point of killing life.
Hey, I'm over here, guys.
Patcher or Ori.
I have an idea of what I was gonna do.
You said Patcher or Ori?
Yep,
Yeah,
either
we
one.
both
You guys
got
had both had a
19s.
19.
So,
Oh, okay.
do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I think you should go first because I'm not gonna do anything really.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to this door and lock it.
So you're gonna go inside and then inside and then lock it.
Yeah.
Okay. It is. Go ahead and roll computers for me. See if you can hack it closed.
That is a 17.
It is closed. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm going to go back into the floor.
Wonderful. You tricksy little bastard.
I'd like to believe that every time he moves onto the floor, we just hear.
It's a little scary. It's a little reminiscent of the spacecraft you guys found in space when you guys heard all the running through the floor.
I wasn't out there.
Yeah, none of these people were there.
That's
so.
awkward.
Just me.
Uh,
Just.
Just you and Gus.
And Gus is in the other room with
That's
the
true.
science officer.
Okay.
And Crank, I guess.
Yes.
Tori,
Patcher.
what are you doing?
Or
Now I'm like just to the dark room. I'm just like sitting there like. Okay, so it's been essentially like you guys basically have like 3 minutes until you start showing symptoms. We have all been dosed with the cure. You haven't. Basically, you take us out here in about I want to say a minute and a half or so, or you go down. You gotta take the cure from us. Just saying.
roll diplomacy.
I'm not deceiving them. Yeah.
Right, diplomacy. Yeah.
So that. Oh. It was so heavy. It was on 7, and I'd already been like, okay, it's 7, and then it just poof, over to 15. So let's see if I have anything that.
What's your charisma?
Like that. I have charisma. I got that shit.
In spades, motherfucker.
All right, so that is going to be an 18 then.
18.
Or no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a score. Modifier is +1, so 16.
16.
I wrote this all by hand.
I like it. Okay. Let me see here. You all hear a what come from the room that Ori is in. Not Ori. Gus is in. As it seems like the other science officer is now panicked as learning he was infected.
And like when I hear this, I'm just be like, he's got the scanner. He knows.
All right, is that us? That's that for your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
You guys hear shit. You guys hear a loud thud as the guard in there runs into the wall because he can't see, but he's trying to run.
I make that sound like audibly in game.
Dang, that's savage.
You gave him a literal half Nelson.
Yeah, dude. Dang.
Got you, goon.
He's
We
gonna
a
go
bunch
ahead
of
and try
goblins.
to punch you, Val, but he's gonna get a negative because he cannot see.
Learn to see in the dark, you bitch.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a 13 against kinetic.
Versus kinetic.
Yep.
No,
You say no?
I has 16.
Dang. So he goes and punches you, and it connects, but your armor just absorbs the hit. He's super sad about this.
I'd be too.
Crank.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What's... He actually can't see in the dark. So he's just like bumbling around, probably bumping into people.
Scanning.
Yeah.
No threat detected.
No vision. Yeah. Just,
Unable to see. Powering down.
You,
Okay.
Andros,
He's
you
just
hear a
wandering.
second thud into a wall. This one a lot louder, almost sounding metallic. Behind you guys hear a loud banging on the south door. And then I need... Gus, did I skip you? Like a scumbag?
Probably.
I had a 16.
Yep, I did. Go ahead and go.
Like a scumbag.
I said like
Okay,
a
so-
scumbag.
So
Everybody
Ori,
spam like a scumbag, chat.
Hey, this ain't your chat.
maybe space pirates. Watch us get wrecked by Starfinder.
Wait, I am streaming this, by the way.
Oh, hey.
Ooh, got him. So Ori got over the intercoms and was like, "Oh, you're all infected. That sucks."
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Cool. I turn to the science officer that's in the room with me. And I say, "Look, I'm gonna need your help. Obviously, Stone is still infected, and I'm gonna need your help with this. So let me inject you with the cure that I've created." And I pull out a syringe, and I go over to him.
What the fuck you doing, Gus? I trust you, but damn. We all need to roll new characters now.
Dang.
And I inject him if he'll allow it.
This is Baymax ass bullshit out here.
It's the stick up my ass is what's making me do this.
Controller.
Yes, he does.
Okay, I induce a mild hallucinogen into him, imposing the confused condition.
Does he have to make a save from it?
No, because it would be I would have to hit him with it. If he lets me inject him,
Oh, well, that's some bonker stuff.
Or he did it. It wasn't me.
No, I mean that's true. And also, you're a savage, and I hope you enjoy the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
Yep.
What happened to your like Hippocratic oath, man?
No, he says it said not to.
Time to live.
You begin to see him after you pull the syringe back. He starts looking around, really confused. Now, everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Again? It's kind of like it would just
Every
loop right
round.
Wait, did I miss something? Did we? What
We
did
were
I
out for a
miss when I was?
second, it seems.
Yeah, I didn't hear. Did we? What did you guys do? I thought we were still in combat.
Yeah,
I
we are.
thought so too.
Why are we rolling initiative?
Does initiative reset?
Doesn't
every
it
round?
reset every round? That's what I thought. That's what we did last time.
Oh,
I think
well,
that's just
We
for-
never had.
Is that just for space combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never had combat.
that's two.
Sorry,
And
I just
I
assumed
wanted-
that was the same.
I wanted to use a swift action if I could.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to open. If does opening the door count? And I want to yell that
The door's already
he's
open.
been.
Dude, I've already opened it.
The door's open to between like right here. This is
Yeah.
open, yeah.
Between the hallway and med bay, I already opened. I was trying to throw him in it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I tell everybody that it's too late and the science officer has been infected.
Damn.
I like this idea a lot.
You guys
A
are a
lot, a
bunch of
lot.
savages.
Hey man, you come on my ship and start threatening people, even though passively, it's gonna get nuts.
I still don't think it was still a passive threat.
I take that kind of shit very seriously.
Oh really? I didn't realize.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you come on here with guns, acting like Gus can't do his goddamn job when he just saved everybody.
Yeah, it's only one roll for the whole combat.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was like space or not. Top of the round,
I mean-
Volunteer.
I still rolled a fucking 20 though.
I thought, folks, I totally thought that like, cause I was like reading my thing, like, okay, I think I can do this. I totally thought I missed something. We got out of combat, and then I was just like, yeah, you're confused. Like,
You come back and sleep. And then you just put us back into combat.
everybody's like, oh, we're fine, we're fine. And then
Like,
I'm like,
all of a
no, we're
sudden, the
not.
captain's like, "All right, you got yourself a deal. I'll get you some." And he was like, "Sleep, bitch." All right, this was my
Yep,
my
Volunteer.
turn now. All right, I'm gonna pull my blade and stab him in a non-vital area.
Oof. Go ahead and get a
We got
+2 to hit because he is hard time dodging it.
I'm gonna pull out my
he's
blade and stab him
flat-footed.
in a non-violent
Mm.
manner.
Flat-footed
Yeah, the
too.
flat-footed.
Yep.
So no dex.
Okay.
No dex bonus.
Is a 16.
It hits because he's flat-footed.
Ha ha! Dab on him. I
That's
dab in the
good.
dark.
No one sees it.
Damn. Did chat see that?
Does your camera have dark vision? This is the question.
He doesn't.
I
the
don't think it
camera.
does.
What's the attack bonus?
That's a
Am I supposed to add that with my last roll
For the
on the knife?
bait, like the attack bonus, that's to add to your hit to hit.
That's so I would add the roll plus melee plus attack bonus.
Your
Yeah,
attack
you should
bonus
have
should have your
bonus
it should have everything added in
plus
already.
your strength mod, and that's your whole attack bonus.
Yes, but the weapon itself has an.
It
My
has
melee is my melee is a total of 3, but it says the knife has an attack bonus of 4.
So that would be plus your 1 for being level 1. So that would be like your base attack bonus plus your strength of 3.
So I just instead of 16 it would have been 17, which
Yep,
would have
that still hits.
Okay. So then it's a D4 damage. Well,
plus strength.
strength modifier.
Yeah, strength
Yeah.
modifier.
Okay.
No, your strength score, so you do like 80, 100 damage.
I completely forgot that I had Veiled Threat as a feat.
Ooh, 3 damage.
Plus your strength mod.
Yep, that was plus.
That was impressive, sir.
Power.
And as you know, because it does go to stamina first, he dodges out of the way just a little bit. But it seems to like get snug on his uniform, and he's triggered. Andros.
He's triggered.
Well, I'm gonna talk.
Oh, go ahead and talk then.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm not used to you
dude.
talking. JJ's characters don't usually talk. They blow stuff or shoot people.
They blow stuff or shoot people.
Yep.
So it's either okay.
It's
wow,
one of
I'm
the
not
two.
gonna-
We play some funny RPGs.
This guy won't let me suck his dick to get this guy mount that.
Shoot him!
Listen, man, whose dick do I gotta suck to get this guy?
JJ's next character. Right there.
Exactly.
I can see in the dark. I aimed for non-vital, but the next one's going for your fucking throat. Give up now, or you will die.
He'll do it.
Roll intimidation with a +2.
This scene from Blazing. This is the scene from Blazing Saddles. Oh Lord! Oh, Lord.
He's gonna do it! I swear!
Plus what?
+2.
25.
Jesus.
Dude, dab on him one time. Like, what up, though?
Okay.
Yeah!
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Volunteer?
Cut his clothes and scare the piss out of him. I think I did good.
Okay. And that is Andros.
Sunspire.
Hey, what up? It's me.
Sunspear.
Hey, what up? It's your boy,
Yeah.
Skinny.
If we ever get a new ship, we're gonna name it the Sunspear. Calling it.
Nah,
Sunstroke.
veto.
I'm the fucking captain.
Veto.
All right. So being blind, this actually super negates half of the shit I can do. So I'm instead going to. I just had it. What the hell? Yeah, pretty much.
This is my ship. I demand respect. Sits in corners and cries.
No, I'm gonna hype up Val a little bit. So hey, he said he could see you. He said he's more than down to cut you in the throat, dude. I would be surprised if he didn't cut you in the face first. That way, when they find you, if they find you, it's gonna be a messed up body, my guy. You don't want to cross him. So how's about you just lay down right now?
On the ground.
Go ahead and roll it.
What am I rolling? Intimidation?
Well, are you trying to give him a bonus?
If you'd allow it, then yes.
Who's Plague State?
Plague State? He
Strength
is...
bonus plus strength mod plus any weapon mods.
Yeah. He is a D&D stream as well that I watch.
What up, Blake State?
What up, Plague State?
I thought that was something you could do.
Oh, like I can. That's a captain action. So I don't know if captain actions would apply in like not ship-based things. Now that I think about it,
I'm for it.
because I mean, like I can encourage. Encourage has nothing to do with like the ship's tier. It's just a straight like diplomacy check of 15.
If you want to encourage, you can do that as your action.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna go for it. That's a 19 on the dice with a DC of 15. So that would mean that Val, you're getting a +2 on your next like action.
Do his face cut?
Yeah, man.
Dude, straight to the face.
You want to know how I got these scars?
I fucked with Vesk.
For real. Anything else, Andros?
I would like, because I still have my pistol out. I'm just gonna like my best to like blind check that it's actually loaded, because I don't remember if I did that or not.
It's like feeling the chamber.
I
Yeah,
like
just
it.
like
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Just tap it on your skull. You'll figure it out.
I don't have a metal skull like you, Trash Panda.
Oh.
I don't either. So.
I don't know if he does, man.
It's like
I
perception.
resent all of this.
That's a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
You guys are being
Alright.
ugly.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
Pull it somewhere near the gun.
all right.
So, well, we're just gonna hope for the best and pull the trigger, and like when it comes time,
Jesus.
if I have to shoot
Jesus.
somebody, then
All right.
we'll see if it's loaded.
Patcher or
God.
Ori?
Patcher's first.
Patcher.
So I hear stabbing. I hear banging from behind me. But I can see, so.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna blow my grenades for fun.
Jesus.
Oh god.
So they're less grenades and more of just like charges.
Pretty much.
Are we skipping over the part he was like, "This is just for fun"?
Yeah.
No, that's still definitely there.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure we all heard that.
It adds to the intimidation.
It adds to the patcher.
This isn't a fight. I don't even know what this is. So,
Yeah! Blow 'em up!
You really got me started here now.
Everything's coming up exploding.
Okay, Plague, you mean the Punisher scars from the new show that look like fucking nothing? Have you seen Jigsaw in the comics? He looks
Yeah.
fucking mutilated. And in the show, he
Yeah.
looks like a fucking pretty boy that just looks more badass.
Yeah, it's true. They didn't do a lot there.
It really bothered me. I'm sorry. Continue. My bad.
I understand.
Triggered.
You want me to
it had
roll
to be
something?
said. Someone had to say it. Where and when we said it didn't matter. Someone had to say it.
So what do you do with
Josh,
those explosives?
I am
Putting them up the butt.
I'm detonating them.
Do you have to do anything to detonate them?
Computer's check. So
Do it, man.
it's a 23.
Hey. Kaboom.
Alright,
Kaboom.
let me get the stats.
Please. Or you're on deck, so just be ready.
Oh, I prepared things.
I believe in you.
So,
Also-
that's there's 3 of them, so they're all going off at the same time. So they're 1d6 15-foot circles.
And they're all tied together.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
However you want to do that.
Okay. Go ahead. Do they have to make any saves?
It's a reflex save
Okay.
for half damage. And the DC, I believe, is. Well, I'll have to look. I think it's 12, though. It's not like that high. I think it's 10 plus the level times 2.
Well, they all.
Would be 12.
So you hit 9 of them, and all 9 failed.
Alright, I'll just roll my damage then.
Thanks.
12.
Hacks. My God. Ori, how much health do you have,
That's not a good question.
including stamina?
Wait, but they was out. Okay.
No. I was just asking for a frame of reference.
He wants to shoot you.
Yeah, no, I think so also. What the hell am I supposed to find this? stuff?
Stamina
Oh, no,
and
here we go.
HP.
Stamina 7, HP 10. Resolve points 2.
Okay. They
Could be bad.
all 9 of them have burned through all their stamina points and are severely injured.
Wait, so, say that part again?
So the 9 that you hit with that explosive, all have lost all their stamina points and are severely injured.
Am I also in?
No, you're not. You're just a human. You're the same race that they were, so I was just trying to get a frame of reference.
Gotcha. Okay, I see. Thank you.
and there is some damage to the ship that you cannot see.
That's fixable. That's fine. Probably steal their ship anyways.
Damn.
I didn't expect to go that far.
This escalated so quickly. Anything else you'd like to do, Patrick?
Well, that was my base action. I guess I could just move. I'll
Shoot
just
a nursery.
scurry around.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just scurry into here.
Underneath on the floors?
Yeah.
Alright, Ori.
Do I know what happened with it being dark?
You just heard a loud explosion coming from the airlock area.
Can I like listen for a moment?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
We'll say that this is your free action.
That's a nat 20, and I don't think I have any modifiers to perception. So.
You hear screaming and people like groaning in pain.
Like just real quietly, hoping that it's the bad guys that fell. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. That's my whole turn.
I like it.
I want to ready in action. If that's
Yeah, sure.
possible. Okay. I want to be able to turn the lights back on if the appropriate cue pops up where I know my people definitely won or lost, so I can run.
So you can see to run.
Yeah.
Okay. Guard's turn.
I'll show you a guard's turn.
Mm. Andros, make a reflex save.
Bro!
Bruh.
Bruh.
8.
8.
Oh.
You get clipped by a fast-moving person that happened to made it out of the door frame this time when he ran out, and clipped the side of you, and you have been knocked prone.
Can I take any sort of like attack of opportunity as I go down or anything?
No, because he's also going down. So you guys are
Good.
laying right next to each other
I wanna hug him.
as you guys are falling.
Yeah, but I just wanna like oh shit, and like grab him and like.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
All right, that's not gonna happen.
What is it?
It was a 1, and I don't have a strength modifier.
So you
Terrifying
go to like grapple, so sort of like a grapple, but it more of like, you know, when you're just lazily laying in bed and you have like one arm haphazardly over your pillow. That's sort of what it's like right now.
I've never experienced that. There's always some sort of lover in my bed that I'm doing that with.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Are we talking Ian?
Half dab
or-
too.
The half dab. Can't even give me a full dab, just a half dab.
Oh yeah, no, it's my post-coital half dab.
Next time he's just gonna be a quarter
Yeah.
dab. It's just gonna be like one finger up in the air.
I think most people refer to it as like a chubby.
Oh,
Little half dab.
on that note, Gus, it's your turn. Save us, please.
That terrifying moment where I look over and I see it's fucking Stone in full zombie mode.
What is the science officer doing in front of me right now?
Currently being half cuddled by Andros.
Out here.
All right, I turn to the. I'm gonna announce that that I think that he's infected, and I'm gonna walk over to this captain. What is he doing at the moment?
Standing.
I tell him that I took an oath to save people, and I need to inject him with the cure immediately so that he doesn't get infected.
He said, "Oh hell no!" And you have to roll to attack this one.
Okay.
The intimidation
let
didn't
me-
work?
Just let me stab you.
Just like throwing knife syringe.
I mean, the syringe might stick, but I don't think it's gonna push in.
You have to throw it with such precision.
Like a hypodermic needle would just break if you got it at the wrong angle.
That just
It's a
hurts.
melee attack, which is plus my. Can I add my strength or my dex?
It's your strength
Strength.
for melee.
Okay. And then I have for weapons, video game proficiency for the injection expert. Sorry, I gotta go read my.
If you have specialization, you'll get a bonus, but otherwise it's just your strength plus your.
So I'm an
BAB.
injection expert. It says that I have proficient with weapons that have the injection weapon special property.
That just means you don't get a penalty for using them. Specialization gives you an actual bonus to using
Yeah,
them.
at first level you get a +1 bonus to attack rolls with these
Oh,
weapons.
there it is.
Do I get a
there it
+1
is.
bonus?
You do,
Yeah.
because you, as long as you
Then
can see in
that's
the
an
dark.
Then that's an 18.
An 18 does hit. You go ahead and inject him with the crazy.
Okay.
think we should
This
teach-
this one
Mhm.
gives him a -2 penalty to AC.
Oh my god.
So he's flat-footed and he has -2.
Is
Actually,
it flat-footed until the top until your turn again?
Let me double check.
Yeah, it's only a round, I think.
Really quick.
Me.
Against. Until the end of your next turn.
Okay. It is. Anything else you would like to do, Gus?
That's it.
We should teach Gus how to knife fight
Frank?
with syringes.
That's intense.
Yeah.
I think that's
Exactly.
what he just did.
Like full on like parrying, like lock the wrist and stab and like all that
Yeah.
kind of like martial arts kind of knife fighting, but with syringes.
Like the chi blockers from Avatar. that
Exactly.
Every punch is a syringe poke.
That's.
Oh.
I just died a little.
just it's
Crank.
like the allergy test.
So everybody left that room, but he doesn't know, so he's just gonna.
Stone's
bubble
in that room
around.
still.
But Stone is a zombie or something. He can't see in the dark, so he doesn't know.
That's true.
He only has a 6 intelligence, so
What's
he's probably just bumbling around.
he's still trying to find the door. I'm for it.
He'll move out this way
Okay.
and then just kind of stand there, because he only gets one action. Like, he
Oh,
either gets a
right.
move or an attack, so.
All right. It is the boss's turn.
Before he activates, I call him a bitch.
Got him!
Damn. He, Valitaire, you see him reach into his pocket and pull out a grenade.
He's got a thermal detonator!
Well, if that's true, then, as you guys all know by Starfinder Society code, Captain must
I
go
know
down
that
with the ship and pulls the pin.
Oh no.
Wrong ship, motherfucker.
Not your ship. Not your ship. Not your ship.
My ship. Who?
Anyone within 15 feet or 3 squares from
Oh.
BOB,
What if I'm in here? Under the floor.
you'll be fine because you're under the floor.
So
I'm not gonna be fine.
No, everyone needs to make a deck save or a reflex save.
save, go!
Okay.
Crank
How
got
do
a
we do
1!
The
Oh,
boss
wait.
chooses to fail.
Hey, wait. He's in a separate compartment.
Who is?
Kind of.
Patcher?
I'm
The-
fine.
The bad guy who just blew himself up.
No, he's up at the top left.
Is there any chance I could activate like a containment kind of force field situation?
Not in the hallway.
You'd have to be...
If you were,
worth a
if he was in a
you gotta
room,
ask.
if he was in a room, you could have like
Like,
shut
at a
off
door?
the door, but there's not like
Okay.
individual doors through the hallway.
Crank got a 4.
Okay.
So he's
Really
a big
good.
robot. So.
Yeah,
Andros
Oh,
out
very
here with
good.
a 21.
that succeeds.
Half damage.
14.
Solitaire got an 8.
8 fails. 14 fails.
You said 8 fails?
8 fails.
So we've determined mine.
Okay. Okay, so everyone fails besides Andros.
I hid behind a body.
You probably hid behind Crank.
Well, 'cause I had been tackled by the medical officer, so I'd like to believe that it's like the captain goes down with his ship, so I just kind of like roll a little bit, and, like pick the guy up to like make a shield.
Like you're like you said captain, not captains plural.
So does this mean I get your ship, or
Everyone, Jesus.
I don't like where this is going.
don't
Everyone
know
who
how
takes
to work.
full damage takes 14 damage.
Jesus.
Andros, you take 7.
Okay, well, Crank just fell into pieces.
So that comes from stamina first, right?
Yep, stamina goes away, and then you go into HP.
Oh man.
And you only go unconscious if you run out of HP. So,
Yeah.
think of stamina like a shield, kind of like
Mhm.
Halo style.
all right?
Shield, and then you got your hit points.
Well, I'm out of stamina.
Same.
That's why you have the little.
So yeah, Crank
You're
is
half
now
dab.
just a pile of parts. But I could put them back together in a day, so I don't.
Provided you can get all the parts.
It's all right there. It's just a pile.
Provided we have time to pick up all the parts.
Exactly.
I'll just
I'm
rip
not
out
looking
his
so
core
good.
and
Not
remake
that
it.
anyone knows in the dark.
You guys all saw everyone in a flash of horror as a bright light emitted for a split second.
Oh, it was just a flashbang. All right.
Yeah, that's what it was. Just a flashbang. A fiery flashbang.
That did 14 damage.
Yeah.
You know what flashbangs do.
Hey, maybe you guys should hide in the floor. more.
That actually sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I agree with
10
that.
out of 10, good idea. I'll work on my flexibility to be able to move around.
I fit. You guys should fit.
Valitaire,
It's where it fits.
you no longer
I-
see the captain.
You probably know.
I mean, you see bits and pieces of him, but
He had a -2 AC for that grenade. I just want everybody to
yeah.
hit him easier.
Dude, he was totally flat-footed too.
He didn't do anything besides blow himself.
He also took the full 14.
Is combat over, Josh?
I mean, there's
There's
still
still
guards at the south end, and the guard that was injected with the crazy and then is being half barbecued.
I'll put binders on the
On the what? I'm sorry.
the officer on the ground that isn't part of our crew.
The
Okay.
science officer that's cuddling,
Science officer. Yeah.
or that just
cuddling.
got full blast. to
He
the face.
is. Yes, he is pretty crispy.
Is he dead?
He's on the edge. He's probably got third-degree burns, but it did cover up most of the blunt of the damage from Andros.
Worth it.
Still putting binders on him.
Dang. I
Are
like
we
it.
gonna be wanted now?
No, This is our ship now. I don't mean to cut things off, but I do have to be at work 4 hours, so I need to get going.
I understand.
Well, that's exactly right where we're going to leave it off anyway. As the guards, as you guys sort of, after the explosion, the second explosion goes off, you hear the guards, instead of asking, or like yelling and trying to get in, asking for help on their side of the gate next to the airlock. And that is where we'll go ahead and end it for tonight. We'll come back and pick up next week right here.
Same star time, same star channel.
Possibly
Exactly.
different Star Ventures.
Oh.
We got blown up.
Ian, Mr. Andrews Sunspire, where can we find you on days that aren't Thursday?
So you can find us, me and our good friend Ori, aka Pep, aka Steven. We're over on Mod20 Gaming, Twitch/TV, Twitch.tv/Mod20 Gaming.
Mod20 Gaming, MOD20 Gaming.
Yep, that's us. If I could talk right. On Friday nights we play Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So come on by at 7:30 p.m. That's Arizona time, so Mountain Standard Time at the moment. Adjust accordingly for wherever you're living. Also, just because we're getting ready to switch it out, if you like this shirt right here,
Get them while they're hot.
you only have tonight to do it. So we're getting ready to drop our season 2 of merch starting tomorrow. So be on the lookout for some fun tweets and stuff from the Mod20 page, mostly done by Ricky, about the new merch and stuff that Pep did all the art for. So,
What? You used my work?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that until we already had the printed, and then we could have gone,
Dang.
"Haha, suck it."
What?
So,
But yeah, come check us out.
please go give them a follow if you haven't already. They are an affiliate of Jaybrews, and I'm an affiliate of them, or like it. We work together to improve our streams. Ori,
Yeah.
Steven, Pep,
Me?
what can they do to help poor little me in making this dream come true?
So I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but on Twitch they have this system that you can participate in where you can support the creators who you like the best.
No way.
For the low price of $4.99, you can subscribe to the streamers that you like the best, like I just said, and you can help make their dreams come true and make their equipment better if they need it. Personally, I think Jaybrews' stuff sounds pretty good though. So you can help support them, make their dreams come true, make our dreams come true together for $4.99. Now I know what you're saying. $4.99. That's pretty steep, Steven. That's money that I could spend on other things. Cheeseburgers, sodas, cheeseburgers and sodas, French fries.
Ooh.
They have that 4 for $4 over at Wendy's. That's only $4. That's pretty much how much you'd pay for that. But you can get $5 back from an amount of money that you might already give to Amazon for the Amazon Prime. If you connect your Amazon Prime and your Twitch Prime accounts together, you can take $5 back from Jeff Bezos' already rich, buff ass and give it to the streamers that you like the best. We'd appreciate it. The only catch about that is if you are using that, it does not roll over naturally every 30 days. So just try to check in every once in a while and see if you need to do it again. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. what he said.
Fantastic, guys.
Boneless.
Gus, is there anything you would like to add or share with the class?
Oh, I just, as usual, I had a great time. The best role-playing group that I've ever been a part of. I'm happy to keep it going. You
Thank
can
you.
find me in the library. I am a graduate student, and that's what I do for my free time.
What a nerd.
That's a
True.
hard life, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard life.
And
You?
That's a hard
Patrick
life for
and
us.
Crank, whose head is split in half on 2 different screens. It's a little terrifying.
Yep.
Looks like Gus is inside your head. That's all you think about is Gus.
Yes. Wow.
Where can we find you, or what can you? Do you have anything you'd like to promote?
I don't have anything. I just am here for the explosions.
And I also have figured out what we're naming this episode. It is going to be Cure It with Fire.
Yeah.
I do like the injection fairy Gus.
I
That's
do as well.
Thanks, Candy Cat.
Candy Cat, that's beautiful art. Thank you. 10 out of 10.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Again, feel free to give a channel follow. Give Mod20 Gaming a follow. Also, he wasn't here tonight, but go ahead and give Knucklehead Sailor a follow. Mr. Stone, as he is also a new streamer and needs help with getting the ground running. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and give both of them a follow. And we will see you next time. Next week, 9 p.m. Central Time. Hello, Eastern Standard Time. How about that? All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Good night. Love you.
Bye.